I didn't realize that Vegas was Pacific time until we got out there.
Yeah.
I just assumed it was mountain time. But you go into Arizona, it's mountain time.
Yeah.
You go into Utah,
Good evening and welcome to Pebblebrook High School here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm Adam Bell for Charlton Sportsnet along with Terry McGriff, co-owner of the North Florida Pumas. Terry, we're at it again, man. Game 3 of the season, 1-1 right now.
Yeah, it's going by pretty fast, isn't it? It's going by pretty fast. And we're trying to get up the snide here. Hey, playing one of the better teams in the league. And going to try. We took a pretty woodshed beating last week. We're going to try to make a better showing of it this week.
Hopefully we'll have everything going. We had a pretty good ride up. Not a whole lot of excitement on the way up. Good ride, safe ride. Mm-hmm. Charter bus got us up here. Had some lunch on the way, and we're ready to go now.
Yeah. The only thing I got an issue is it's a little chilly in April. I like it warm this time of year. We got to deal with some cold weather.
Yeah, I feel like we're playing in November right now up here. So looking at my phone, it's 48 degrees right now.
Yeah.
And not getting any warmer at this point.
And the sun is still up. The sun is still up. So I figure it'll get a little bit cooler. I think the weather's kind of similar down here in Jacksonville too. So I don't think they're getting it much better at home. So I think it's cold all over the southeast right now.
Yeah. So we've got Pumas football coming up in just a second. Let's see. We've got let me check and make sure I'm getting a message here that for some reason it's showing something else. Let me see.
Yeah. Like the field. It's a pretty field.
Okay, now why in the world does it say that?
Yep. Still working on your technical difficulties here. But all you folks out there watching.
I don't know. We're right now for some reason that thing say it's showing a basketball game from last season, but it's showing our game. I don't know what's going on there. It's got the title wrong, but the game right. It's some sort of technical glitch. I don't know what's happening.
I believe in you. You can get it fixed.
Sir? I'll get it fixed. I'll get it fixed, no doubt about that. But I reloaded it. But anyway, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the national anthem and play pregame and national anthem.
Yep.
We'll be right back.
Since 2009, Southeastern Automotive Group has been buying for and selling to most of the franchise dealerships in the area. What if you were able to bypass the big dealerships with the big markups? Buy direct from the supplier. Save thousands of dollars on your next vehicle purchase. Have a trade-in? No problem. With used vehicles in such high demand, Southeastern Automotive Group has dealers ready to buy your trade. If Southeastern Automotive Group doesn't have the perfect vehicle for you, using their vehicle locator program, they will have it shipped in without any hassle or haggling you hate. With over hundreds of thousands of cars available at auctions across the nation, your next vehicle purchase is just a click away.
All right, welcome back. I believe I've got that sorted out now, Terry. We got, looking at my phone, it says Pumas at Atlanta now and not Basketball Indians at Turner from last November. I don't know what in the world, how that happened. Mm-hmm. But
technical difficulties, as
it wouldn't be a webcast without some drama.
There you go. There you go. Hey, always a challenge. Always a challenge with everything.
Hey, everything. Nothing. I knew, Terry, when I got up here pregame, man, I had everything set up inside of 30 minutes. So some little something just had to mess with me.
You had it too
'Cause
good,
everything
man.
went smooth as silk, man. Everything went smooth as silk. So, but we're back. I want to thank my former partner who helped me get CSN going back in the early years, Chris Beasley, for shooting me that screenshot and letting me know that the title was having a
Appreciate
flashback
that.
to Indians
Thanks,
basketball.
Chris. Appreciate you, Chris.
Yeah, man. Chris is our Chris Beasley's our PA guy down there at Indians baseball.
Okay.
Does a fantastic job down there on the PA for the Charlton County Indians, and he's always been a big help. Been a big help. So we appreciate it, Chris. All right, let's get back to some football. The league basically just switched everybody up home and home from last week to this week. I mean, I think the only people that changed up was out in L.A. But the Bobcats have a different opponent. I think they're playing the Majestics today.
Oh, okay.
But over here in the Atlantic Conference, we have Atlanta again, just like we had them last week, but we're here. Mm-hmm. The Texans are hosting the Heat this week. I mean, the Texas Elite, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. And the Fire have the Hippies in Alabama tonight. So
like a home and home.
And home and home. We're knocking out the home and home in Game 3 for everybody. But some good games on tap. I think this one will be a good one tonight. Mm-hmm. I know the coaching staff has studied the film all week and made the proper adjustments. And,
yeah, we'll see how they make it. I mean, there was exposed on some stuff last week, and they went out and looked at the film and trying to make the adjustments. Hopefully they got some people healed up. Lost a couple of players, but that's all right. Go with what you got, and see if we can make a better showing than we made last year. Last week. We kind of basically stunk up the joint with it. You know what I mean? We had a couple big plays here, there. We got some turnovers. Wasn't able to do much with it, but hey, we were playing a good team. It is what it was. They had that. They got the eye of the tiger. They want to win that championship. That's their goal. I mean, that's everybody's goal, but that's definitely their goal. So they were the better team that week. Hopefully, we'll make a better showing. Hopefully, we can pull a win out. Just while you play the game. One thing I know here, just the elements might be a factor for both teams. So he's going to see who can work through these games better. Hopefully, there's no rain. It's definitely cold. Which I don't know who has the advantage because these both Southern teams. But I like the field. I like the stadium. It's beautiful. It looked like
artificial
we got good
turf.
The artificial turf. That's a different thing for us. I don't think we played on artificial turf. Yeah, we did. We played last year. We played in the championship on artificial turf.
There you see you're about on the right-hand side of the field. Let's see here. Let me get. There's your North Florida Pumas coming out on the field for pregame ceremonies. Now, interesting thing, Terry, up here, everybody knows the weather front that came through here yesterday and into today up here. They've had rain all day. Atlanta throws the ball a lot. This weather, this wet ball, might affect the passing game.
Yeah. Well, I don't know because they ran for 300 yards against us last week. So they pretty much feel they can line up and do the same thing again. We will see how it works out. Yeah. But they put the ball on. They got putting the ball on the ground on us last year and last week. And I tell you what, they did pretty much what they wanted to. They had their way, and we made a lot of mistakes that didn't make it harder for them. So you have to make the corrections. You have to come out confident after you have a loss like that. You have to come out saying, hey, we can get back it and we can make a better showing of ourselves. And we're gonna see what happens here. Getting ready for the national anthem, look like.
Hey, last week are they doing pregame?
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Okay. Last week, you and I were talking pregame before we went on the air. Mm-hmm. Attendance at home in Callahan.
Oh, my gosh. Yes.
Good night last week.
Yes. Oh, I was so proud to see that. We had a wonderful, wonderful fan showing last week. I think that was our record crowd for especially in our history. We had a lot of support online too on the broadcast, and it was a wonderful showing by our fans. I really appreciate it. I know our sponsors. They had a good showing. We had a couple of sponsors there. I was happy to see them. There was a couple of people I didn't get to meet. Hopefully, we'll meet them on our next home game. And it was a great atmosphere. Wish we'd have did it better on our part, giving them more to cheer for, but it was a great atmosphere. I know that at least the first quarter they was entertained.
Well, we look forward to being back home, that's for sure. I'll tell you what, this weather tonight up here, man, it feels like November up here, but I guess these folks in Atlanta are used to all this. But it's a little chilly tonight. It's going to be a fun night for football.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun night. You know, these girls, this is a different element. Like, we're treating them like they're just like the guys. Sometimes you have to play in the elements. Sometimes it's cold. Sometimes it's rainy. You know, luckily for us, it ain't snowing. So
it's not snowing. That's a good.
Yeah. You know, the one thing I will say, even though we're motivated to try to get off the snide, they're even more motivated, the Phoenix that is because this is their home opener of the season.
Oh, is this their home opener? They've been on the road?
Today is their home opener. Their first 2 games are on the road. They're undefeated. They want to come and show their home fans why they are what they are.
Yeah.
So they're fired up and ready to get at this thing. They're going to give it the same maximum effort as they always do, and we're going to see if we can keep up, with them. I'm looking forward to all the festivities that they have. I see they got a little bit of a crowd starting to come in. See people scattered around. I think they got to have some decent numbers tonight. It's a different little atmosphere. It's like we kind of sunk down in. I like the way it looks. We're up above their stadium.
Yeah, nice stadium. Mm-hmm. Very nice stadium.
It's sunk down. The field turf is I'm wondering how the weather is going to handle that for both teams. Is it going to be slippery? I walked out of it a little bit. It's a little soft, but that's field turf for you. I don't know if it's going to be how the water went through it. So it's going to be interesting to see if people can keep their footing in this game.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out early how that's going to play out. Mm-hmm. We're just outside of 4 minutes until the opening kickoff. And it looks like the Phoenix about to come onto the field now. We'll get the pregame going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hear the announcer doing something, so they got something going right now. So I think they're introducing the Phoenix right now. Because the Pumas already standing on the sideline.
All right, well, let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're watching North Florida Pumas football on the Charlton Sports Network.
ESP Specialist in Fabrication is located at 169 Little Phoebe Church Road in Folkestone, Georgia. President Mark Pickering and his employees utilize the latest technology with a skilled workforce to supply customers with the best custom fabrication possible. Serving clients at home and abroad makes ESP a premier employer in Charlton County. For all your specialty and fabrication needs, contact ESP at 912-496-2583 today. They're also on Facebook at ESP Specialist Fabrication. ESP is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet.
Okefenokee Rural Electric Membership Corporation has been providing quality electric service at a competitive price to residential, commercial, and industrial customers in southeast Georgia and northeast Florida since 1939. For tips and advice on how to save electricity and stretch your energy dollars, call 1-800-262-5131 and speak to your marketing representative. We are a cooperative owned by those we serve.
Indian fans.
All right, welcome back to Pebblebrook High School here in northwestern Atlanta. Going to be a good one. Terry, real quick before they get started with their pregame ceremony, I want to give a shout out to our Charlton County Maidens and our Charlton County Indians back home. Looks like, the Maidens are in the state championship tournament Wednesday up here, the 24th, and our Indians may be playing a first-round playoff game up here as well.
Oh, keep going. Yeah, congratulations to those teams. It's hard work doing there to getting into state level. When you get to the state championship, it's a hard work. So they deserve a lot of congrats and all the pats on the back that they earn.
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work, and looks like I may be right back up here in 3 days.
Hey, you're a hard-working man. You got to
I'm
do.
telling you, man. I think what I should have done was packed enough luggage just to go over to Rebecca's house, my oldest girl. She lives up here, and just stayed with her all week.
Yeah.
All right, we got the captains at midfield ready for the coin toss, Terry.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. The Pumas want to make a better showing of themselves against the Phoenix this week. The Phoenix want to bury them like they did the week before, and we're going to see how it works out. We're going to see how it works out. And it's going to be a good game. I predict that it'll be a better game than it was last week. Not that the Phoenix will play down. I think the Pumas will play better, just to make sure that they give the proper showing. And make enough plays, you should win the game.
Let's see what we got. The Pumas won the toss and deferred. So Atlanta, we'll see Atlanta's offense first, Terry.
All righty. They went for 300, just about 300 rushing last week. They'll see if that defense has made the proper adjustments and see what's going to happen if we can go to give them their first loss and we get off the snide after a week. So, folks, sit back, relax. We're getting ready to do the national anthem.
All right, opening kickoff coming up in just a moment. National anthem. Looks like the sun's trying to peek out over there over the foothills.
I wish it would. We could use some warm weather. I'm a Florida boy. I like it hot. I don't mind it if it's 90 degrees and smoldering. I love the hot weather. I don't like the cold.
You're not a north.
I'm not a fan of the cold. I'm telling you, this is a game that's going
I'm going to be honest with you, Terry. The only time I like it is when I'm in a tree stand or running my dogs. I don't have any dogs anymore, but when I did.
Yep. I always say God put man in the Garden of Eden, not the Garden of Freezing. All
right, they had to rearrange the ladies a little bit. Teams were at the wrong end of the field. They're getting them straightened out now. Got the rosters right there, Terry. Right by our stats crew.
Yeah, we got Larry and Jenny right here for us. Getting everything ready to go.
Hartzog will be kicking off for the Pumas. Crowd still filing in.
Yes.
Hopefully a good crowd tonight.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty good crowd tonight. Look like they're excited. You know, they got to walk a little bit from the parking lot to get here, so they might be able to have a little bit of trickle in because they got to walk from the parking lot. Parking lot's a good little distance away, so they'll file in. The league has been having pretty good attendance though, from right across the league, from my understanding.
And we are underway. Fielded at the 30. It's got a lane over here on this side. Pumas are in pursuit. Finally forced out by number 24.
Skittles Broxy was on the tackle, number 24. That's a pretty good return by their kickoff return team. Time to see where we match up now. You got that offense that ran for 100 yards, had their way with that defense, and that defense is going to see if they can make a standing for themselves. Defense been pretty stout just about all last season and beginning of had the great first game. Got a little bit of embarrassment last week, and they're going to see what they can do this week.
Atlanta will come out in a run set, one receiver wide to the left. They're getting the chain gang situated over there on the far side. Quarterback under center at the 46-yard line of the Phoenix. Pitch out to the right, going around that side. Headed up the sideline, finally forced out, first down.
Yeah, I like the motion. They had the little shuffle motion to the right. She was able to get there. They were able to pin that linebacker outside, and they got positive yardage on the right side. They had a little bit of trouble with that last week. They're going to be working on that to try to get that fixed. They came out with a different wrinkle. That didn't see that last week, and they did a nice play on that, nice call, and a nice job running the ball. The Phoenix did.
First and 10 Phoenix, inside North Florida territory. How's that look? Right there. Right there. All right. One receiver to the right, running back in motion. There's a pitch back to the left.
Oh, what a great
for a
job.
loss.
LaRoya Bauer coming off the back end, caught her in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. They played that one a lot better on this time around than they played the first play when they went to the right side.
LaRoya getting it done.
Yep, she's back to what she was doing from week 1. Our statistician telling me that's a loss of 4 yards.
Stat man, that's what I call him. That's his nickname, the official stat man. Second down and 14 for the Phoenix. Handoff. Almost caught in that backfield.
Yeah,
she gets out of it.
Backside.
Is she going to score? 14 got her.
Another good play by them. They having success going off the right side right now. They almost got caught in the backfield, and she was able to break out of there. They broke a tackle and got about a gain of about 15 to 20 yards. I can't quite make out the number, though. I guess they're a little bit far away from us on that, so I hope our stats folks. Number 21 was? 21 yards on the carry.
North Florida wants a timeout.
The Pumas called a timeout.
But the penetration was there.
Yeah.
The defense was in the backfield. She got around the gap.
They got to be able to make the play once you get there, and I think that was a good design by the defense, but they were able to execute it, and she did a good job because she waited on a couple of blocks to set up, and then she put on her speed, and she got to the corner like that. You know, that's their bread and butter going off that tackle, and that was B-gap, so they're good at it. So they're going to have to do what they need to do to make those adjustments. They can't make it. It can't be as easy as it was last week. That would not be fun.
When we come out of the timeout, it'll be first down Phoenix.
This week the Pumas are coming out with more of a 4-man front to kind of combat that, to make sure that they have better gap integrity than they had last week.
First and 10, Phoenix. In the shotgun. There's a snap. Incomplete.
It's great pressure by the defense that time. They had the gaps already filled up, and they were able to get in the backfield. Got pressured by Paige Jones, which made a quarterback, number 12, have to make a quick decision. She tried to get rid of it, and she did a good job getting the ball away, keeping it from having a negative play.
Second down and 10 for Atlanta. Under center, two backs, I formation. There's a snap.
Oh, what a great play!
Handoff
That's
right
a
over
good
that
hole.
left side.
She's like she's going to walk in.
Touchdown, Phoenix.
What we did on that play, I can tell you exactly. We blitzed ourselves right out of the gap. That was a great adjustment on that call by the Phoenix. She was able to get off the left side because our linebacker went right through it. That was a good play call. And they got themselves a nice little touchdown celebration right there, a little bowling. I think we kind of missed that one, but that was a great play call on them, and they caught us in the right defense at the right play. Now, the same thing happened last week. The Phoenix came down, drove. Phoenix came down same time last week, drove and scored, and the Pumas answered. You got to keep that mentality of being able to answer after they score. So we'll see how it works out.
Kick is up and wait on a signal.
Yep.
Good. 7-0. Phoenix with an early lead. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Did you know you're eligible to join the United First Federal Credit Union? We are your hometown financial institution offering services such as online banking, mobile deposit, free checking, and much more. And if you're in the market to purchase a vehicle, our auto loan rates start as low as 2.99 for those who qualify. We are conveniently located at 3773 2nd Street South in Folkestone. Federally insured by NCUA and Equal Housing Lender.
Charlton Electric now serving Charlton and surrounding counties. With over 20 years experience in both commercial and residential services, our electricians can meet your needs. We offer installation on whole house generators, service upgrades, mobile home services, troubleshooting, ceiling fan and light fixture installations, and much more. Call us today.
Welcome back to Atlanta. Terry, we're back. Phoenix getting set to kick. Pumas were 3 deep.
They're making them go, looking at here, they're making them go back 15 yards. Normally it's a 10-yard rule, so that's a little bit different because if you get an onside, the kick only has to go 10 yards for it to be an onside kick. However, the Phoenix kick it deep.
Fielded at the 26.
It's a pretty good return. I can't quite
Good field position for the Pumas to start off.
I didn't quite catch the number on that return person.
The return was 15.
Okay, we had, looked like Lisa Herzog on the return. She gained a pretty good yardage on that return. I figured about 15, 20 yards. Now let's see what the Pumas do to answer here. They've been working on some stuff to adjust their issues of last week's game, and we'll see what they come out with this week. It's going to be interesting what kind of formations and what they run this week.
Yeah, I was interested. I'm very interested to see how the offense is going to do. See if we're going to try to throw a little bit more than we did last week too. I think we only attempted. How many attempts did we have, Mr. Statman, last week? About 4.
No, we probably passed a little bit more in the second half.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of the things that actually did work last week was the passing game.
All right, 1st and 10, North Florida at the 41-yard line. Rocky in the shotgun. There's a snap. Rocky's going to keep it. Follows are blocking. Got a couple out of it, maybe.
Yeah, it was a nice quarterback lead. They took the entire backfield and led her through the hole. She was able to get up some positive yards right there. I think that was a nice little way to start out the drive, kind of get them everybody, get the jitters out of their gut and let them go ahead and settle down and try to do something on this offensive drive and try to see if they can score some more points this game.
Gain of 3. Second, 7.
Second down and 6. There's a snap. Rocky's going to keep it again, following a block, and good gain.
Wow. That was a
Close to a first down.
huge hold. She probably gained about another 6 yards. They ran almost the same exact play with the quarterback power, and she was able to get positive yardage. They were able to blow open a big hole on that play. It was a good stop by their safety, or it would have been even a bigger play.
Rocky voted into the Hall of Fame in the offseason. She's had quite a career with the formerly with the Dixie Blues and came over to us with the Pumas. First and 10, North Florida. Looked like movement, didn't seem, there's a flag.
Yeah, it looked
Looked like the defense had a head start on that one.
I think they're going to call him on an offside penalty on that play, and they got a little head start.
Yep, that's going to go against the defense.
Yeah, they got a little antsy. They've given up a couple of plays. They was like, hey, this has got to stop. So they got a little ahead of themselves and got offside there. They're determined. They're not going to let the Pumas score easily if they score. Both teams are prideful right here, so it's going to be interesting to see if the Pumas could come back and answer the same way they did in week 1. Look like we have a timeout here.
It's like we have an injury timeout. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. 7-0, Phoenix lead.
Yeah.
At 912-276-7661. Since 2009, Southeastern Automotive Group has been buying for and selling to most of the franchise dealerships in the area. What if you were able to bypass the big dealerships with the big markups? Buy direct from the supplier. Save thousands of dollars on your next vehicle purchase. Have a trade-in? No problem. With used vehicles in such high demand, Southeastern.
All right, welcome back to Pebblebrook High School in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, it looked like we got either some equipment issues with Rocky Phillips or we got some kind of an injury, but she went off the field. It looked like they're tending to her a little bit, and right now we have Santina Bryant on the quarterback right now. So we're going to see what they're running the same offense.
Quarterback now for Rocky. First down and 5 after the penalty. There's a snap. Handoff. Suttles.
No, that's not Suttles.
Got back to the line of scrimmage.
That looks like that was Alex Perry on the carry. He got a good penetration of those. She was able to spin out.
Yeah, you're right.
They was able to spin out, and she was able to get a couple of positive yards. I'm not sure what down and distance it is. It looked like we got second down and about 6.
22 of Suttles. I got them mixed up.
Yeah.
Alex Perry on the carry there. Second down and 6.
That's okay. I'll get it on film. Here we go.
Bryant in the shotgun. There's a snap. She's dropping back, looking to throw. Good protection. Got a receiver.
Oh, she got it.
In and out of her hands.
She was open a little bit quicker, and Bryant took a little bit of time to finding her. That would have been a bigger play. She got open fairly quickly, and her inexperience right there at the quarterback kind of hurt her on that play. So it was going to break the third down and long, but she was open. Like I said, she coming off cold. She wasn't expecting to be in at that point. So, for her to come in and do that, you got to give her a little bit of credit of trying to make something happen right off the bench, coming out cold.
Bring up third down and 6 for North Florida. Bryant in the shotgun. There's a snap. Going deep as a receiver. Incomplete.
As you can tell, Santina's a little bit slow getting out of these breaks because she was kind of cold coming out of there. She wasn't expecting to be in. So they're going to have to work that out a little bit. And I think they might fix it on the next drive or so because she was not expecting to be in, but they got to make those plays when you're called upon. There's always the next person up mentality, and you got to be ready to go.
Hartzog on the punt. There's a snap.
Nice high.
High kick.
The 22.
Oh, got to make that tackle. Oh, big hit right there at the 29-yard line. Who was that?
Looked like Rocky
That was
Phillips.
Rocky.
Okay, so she must have had an equipment issue to why she came out. Let's see if the Pumas defense have made some adjustments over on the halftime. Let's see if the Pumas made some adjustments between the first drive and this drive. They're going to have to stop this Phoenix offense. That was a little too easy on that last drive. That was too easy.
I'm sure Coach Shelley and the staff over there had the defense working on that.
Yeah, her and Coach Bryce, they're making it, looking, seeing what's going to work with this thing. They made a couple of good stops, but they gave too many big plays up on that defensive front.
First and 10 Phoenix at their 30. Quarterback under center, 2 receivers to the left. Now one goes in motion over to the right.
4 is closer to us.
There's a snap. Going deep as a receiver, incomplete.
That was a great play call. They had everything that they want. They caught us in the blitz. 2 receivers wide open. They were just, fortunately for our sake, weren't able to connect. They did get enough pressure to make her not make the best throw, and so they weren't able to connect on that pass. But if she would have got that, that would have been a walk-in touchdown.
Second down and 10 Phoenix. One receiver to the left, one to the right. Offset backfield. There's a snap, handoff.
16 has it.
Bounces it outside.
Another. She's
Going up
got.
the sideline,
They're not
one
going to
run
catch
beat.
her. They are not going to catch her.
70 yards.
She has a great knack of making.
Touchdown Phoenix.
She has a great knack of making people miss, being able to get it, and she uses her speed very well to score at will most of these times. She's probably right now the best back I've seen in the league, especially because she was caught in the backfield. That was not based on the blocking. That was a pure individual talent that got her into the end zone. She did that pretty much by herself. You know, great player, made a great play.
Well, that was a good. There was one block I did see that was real good right here on the edge. Pushed our cornerback onto the inside and gave her that lane right down the sideline.
But that's what I'm saying. She set that block up by the way she ran the ball. She kind of dipped in a little bit to make the defensive player commit, and then she bounced it back outside. You can't, that's innate ability. You got some NFL backs don't do that type of maneuver out there. So she did a great job with it. She made it. That's why I said I've given her all the credit because she made the block. She set the block up herself.
Exactly. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Atlanta jumps out to an early lead when we come back.
Automotive Group has dealers ready to buy your trade. If Southeastern Automotive Group doesn't have the perfect vehicle for you, using their vehicle locator program, they will have it shipped in without any hassle or haggling you hate. With over hundreds of thousands of cars available at auctions across the nation, your next vehicle purchase is just a click away. ESP Specialist in Fabrication is located at 169 Little Phoebe Church Road in Folkestone, Georgia. President Mark Pickering and his employees utilize the latest.
All right, welcome back to Atlanta. I need to get me one of those guys like the networks have with the orange glove down there that stops play till my commercials come back. Do we have that kind of pull yet, Terry?
Not yet. Not yet. I think the WNFC is working on it.
It's fielded at the 20 and brought out to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, there's a little bit of fumbling on the kickoff return. Skittles Broxy was able to get some positive yards. Now we're going to see what these girls do here. They've had some adversity being able to stop the Phoenix offense. the offense of the Pumas is going to have to make some plays. They had some plays to be made, but they got a couple of good positive plays, but they're going to have to make some plays in order to eat some of this clock and get that defense a little bit of a rest.
Yeah. Have a nice sustained drive. Let that defense get some rest, get a breather, and make some adjustments over there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Rocky's back out there. 1st and 10, North Florida. There's a snap. Rocky's rolling to her left, looking for a block. Gained a couple out of it.
Yes, she did a good job. I think that she was looking to pass on that play. That was a pretty good setup, and maybe it was an option because the way it was coming out, she had an option to either keep it or throw it, and she did the smart play by keeping and picking up a couple of yards. We need that at this point. The Pumas defense needs some time to rest.
2nd down and 8. For the Pumas. I'm used to the scoreboards doing the down and distance. They're not doing that here tonight, so
Yeah, they just got the
we're
scoreboard.
doing our best on the yardsticks.
Like the
There's
Phoenix.
a snap. Phoenix showing blitz. They back out of it. Handoff. Perry might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that play was slow developing. It looks like it took a little too long for them to get that, and the blocks weren't able to be held long enough for her to make any positive yards on that play.
3rd down and 8. Miserable weather all day, and the sun comes out right at a kickoff. Right at opening kickoff, the sky's parted.
Yeah, and they got a nice crowd out here tonight. Looking down at it, it looks like really nice.
3rd down. Rocky in the shotgun, one receiver to the right. Handoff, Jones. Might have got a yard out of it.
Yeah. Once I said that defensive front of the Phoenix is really being able to get off the blocks from the Pumas linemen. Number 78, that is a huge player. She can really get off those blocks. She's really strong, and she's made the play in the backfield. She's able to get rid of her block and force the punt by the Pumas.
4th down. There's the kick.
Nice
Good
high
kick.
punt.
Fielded at 37. Breaking tackles. Oh, nice hit right
Nice
there
hit
by
Alex
Perry.
to really push her out of bounds. I really don't like the little bump at the end by the Phoenix player. I mean, you already got plenty of yards. We don't do that in this league. We have class. And I know their owners, way would not tolerate that. She probably didn't see it. And I just knew she would have corrected that.
Personal foul.
Yep, and they got a penalty on it. They got a penalty.
Personal foul against the Phoenix. But he signaled 1st down for the Phoenix, so it must have been after the punt.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You've seen after the play, the player went and really bumped hard the person that punched the punt returner out of bounds, and that's what drew the flag.
So they're going to mark off 15. First one is where?
Excuse me.
Back across the field, back to the 47.
Yeah, that was really that kind of hurt their field position right there. Not that it's going to slow down their offense at all, but that hurt their field position.
15-yarder, that's a big one. We'll take it, though.
Yeah, we need it.
1st and 10, Phoenix at the 47-yard line. Quarterback under center, I formation, one receiver to the left and one to the right. There's a snap, drop
Got-
it back under pressure.
MJ Jones almost got it.
Nice
What
hit.
a great play. Great play by MJ Jones and Steph McKinney. Did a great job applying pressure on the pass. The one thing that Pumas are still showing that they're good at rushing the quarterback. Might been struggling against the run, but they've still got their little swagger when it comes to rushing the quarterback. Good job by MJ Jones applying pressure and Steph McKinney cleaning it up. Is that
Who put all the pressure on that play?
it was MJ Jones and Steph McKinney.
I can only give it one player.
MJ Jones then.
You know, on the defensive side of the ball, the strength of our defense is that defensive line.
Yeah, it is. It is. And that's the main reason why we need the offense to give us some time to let the defense get a breather.
It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah. They're
Quarterback under cinder eye formation.
they're
One to the
gonna be-
left, one to the right. Two to the left, one to the right. There's a snap. Oh, wide open.
Yeah, they called. I heard it in their booth. They said she was open. They are not. They're calling
Touchdown,
it in the
Atlanta.
booth up here that they can see it, and their coaching staff is right on point.
Okay, I'm fine with that, Jimmy. It's okay. Enjoy yourself.
They found all the weaknesses on the Pumas defense, and they're exposing them. We got to do a better job of calling out things and letting them see stuff. That was a lack of communication on the Pumas defense, and Phoenix exploited it for a huge touchdown.
Right now, Atlanta is just on fire. We got to do something to slow them down. There's the extra point. The kick is up and good. Atlanta 21. Pumas nothing. We'll be right back.
Technology, with a skilled workforce to supply customers with the best custom fabrication possible. Serving clients at home and abroad makes ESP a premier employer in Charlton County. For all your specialty and fabrication needs, contact ESP at 912-496-2583 today. They're also on Facebook at ESP Specialist Fabrication. ESP is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet.
Okefenokee Rural Electric membership.
Welcome back to Atlanta, Georgia. I'm Adam Bell for Charlton Sportsnet along with Terry McGriff. Right now, the Pumas are looking for some answers on defense. Need to get something going on offense. Give this defense a break so they can make some adjustments. Fielded at the 24 and brought out to about the 35, depending on where she spotted. Lunged forward for another yard.
Yeah, Katie DeBose did a pretty good job. Pretty good job returning the ball. That cannot be our main offense tonight, returning kicks. This is not what we're known for. But they're making us look like a really bad team the way we're playing tonight again. We got to get something on there. We got to do something about this. There's got to be some little fire amongst those players tonight to say, hey, enough is enough. Let's give these girls some challenges. At least they don't let it be a glorified practice for them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. 1st and 10 Pumas. Six minutes left in the first period. Rocky in the shotgun. There's a snap, handoff, Jones. Got a couple out of it.
Yeah, they're really doing a good job of stuffing that middle hole. They're trying to go in our A gap, and their front fours right there is just really just getting a great push up front. And so we don't have a lot of creases for those backs to get in there. So they're going to have to figure out a way to get some schemes to help them with that. Those guards up front are really, really good for the Phoenix.
Second down and 9. One receiver wide left. There's a snap. Rocky's looking to throw, going deep. Maybe get a flag on that. There was contact all the way down the field, but no flag.
Well, when it's not going your way, it's not going your way. You don't get calls sometimes when these things are not going your way. Sometimes you have to manufacture your own luck. It was a good play call, and it was a good pass defense. They had her hand maybe on it a little bit, but that could have been thrown out there a little bit better. But hey, give it to the Phoenix on that one.
3rd down and 9. Ball on the 37-yard line. There's the snap.
Wide open.
Right over the middle, wide open.
Great play
First
call.
down,
Great pass
North Florida.
Great pass from Rocky Phillips to teach Haynes. She did a good job.
Teach on the catch.
Yeah, she could wide open. They finally came up with a concept that they went back to her. She was open on a couple of drives before that, and they missed her. This time they got her on a great play and great throw and catch. And the defense says thank you because they needed the blow.
That was huge. That was huge for the defense. And the offense. The offense needs something, get their confidence, get a rhythm going.
Yes.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. There's a snap. Rocky dropping back. Got it.
Oh! Right through the hands of Alex Perry. It was a perfect pass.
She was there.
Perfect
It was
pass.
open.
I love it, but that was just a little bit. We're just off today. That's one of the things we can get it. But I think if they put this ball in the air a little bit more, they're going to find out how successful they'll be. I think they're a little bit better passing on this defense than they are lining up trying to run. And
Second down.
That caused the Phoenix to call a timeout.
We have a timeout. We have a timeout on the field. Terry, we'll stay here. That was there. That pattern was there. A perfect route. Just got to hold on to it. It went right through her hands.
Yeah.
Rocky throwing a bullet, though.
Yeah, that was a good job by Rocky. Alex got on Alex a little bit too fast, and she wasn't able to bring it down. That would have been a nice play if she did, too. And the defense, they really need some time to get over there and make some adjustments because right now they don't have an answer what the Phoenix are doing to them. And if the offense is able to sustain something and get in the end zone, that will be helpful to the defense because they might have had enough time to at least make some type of adjustments to help themselves out. Because right now they're way behind the Pumas, the Phoenix's offensive coaching staff.
Second down and 10, Pumas. Phoenix showing blitz. Over the middle, got a receiver. That's Teach again.
Yep. Another great play.
First down, North Florida.
Great play. Teach Haynes about 15 yards. They're opening. They're giving them the middle of the field, and then exactly what they're taking. That's a good adjustment by the Pumas offensive staff. They know they can't line up and run on them right now, so you do what works. Do what works. If you can pass the ball.
Nice drive right here by the Pumas.
And the defense really needed that, and the Pumas offensive confidence needed that. You can see Rocky. She's kind of in that huddle. She's got a little bit of fire under. She's talking to them, pepping up her girls, and they're running out to the line of scrimmage right now, and they look like they got a little bit of momentum. Hopefully they can sustain it. 1st
and 10 at the 34-yard line. 2 receivers to the left. Rocky dropping back. Good protection. This one's going to be short. Intercepted.
Yeah. That was a big-time miscommunication. They did not see. Good job by number 4.
Kinsler saved the touchdown.
Yeah, she saved the touchdown on that. That was definitely a miscommunication.
You say 26 over time?
Yeah.
Who made the interception?
Hey, now we got
an altercation on the field
here's
now.
the problem. We got players that ran off the sideline. That's not going to be a good thing. We can't have that in this league for either team. I don't know who started it, but it looked like somebody, probably one of the Pumas, got frustrated on that play, and that kind of escalated.
So, were there any flags with all of that?
Yeah, I think I see one flag down there. I'm not sure who it's
Is that
going to
a
be.
hat? Yeah, that's a hat down there.
Look right there by the 40. There looks like there's a flag right there.
It looks like they're going to put it at the 42. Were there any flags thrown?
No, I didn't see.
You know what I think?
I didn't see any flags thrown. I think it was just some players. They're going and they got frustrated and they're tackled up, and that's the way it happens.
You know what I think some of this is? I think some of this is frustration and the fact that the league has got these teams playing each other back to back.
Yeah, I think
throughout the whole league.
Yeah,
there's no break.
Yeah,
these ladies have already been battled last week all night long, and then they're right back at you in each other's face. There's no break, with another team.
Right. So whatever the little
it just carries over to next week.
Yeah, whatever was going on between them on the first game when the Phoenix got the better hand of the Pumas, that just it's really escalated to this point. Maybe somebody just said, "Screw the heck with it, I'm mad," and whatever, and it escalates that way.
Instead of having a break, and focusing on an Alabama or
right, they go
somebody
back,
else, the Gators or Hippies, whoever.
And so they didn't. They might need. We'll probably look at changing that next year, so there won't be games like that. Just in case for something like this. This is not a good.
No other league does that.
Right. This is not a good look for our league if we have this type of stuff. This is where our league is better than that. Both teams have players that are better than that. So but that happens in all football. You get frustrated, and like you said, playing back to back, and then your team is handing you your lunch 2 weeks in a row. You get frustrated. You got to play better. It's what you got to do. But hey, when the other team is dancing and prancing on you because they're playing better than you, you get frustrated. Well, you got to tighten up your bootstraps and play a little bit better. That's how it works.
Well, let's see how they're going to sort all this out. Shoot back over there. Referee talking to Coach Todd Jones over there. Bryce and company.
Somewhere near the 30-yard line, I thought that's where the tackle was made on the interception. Well, the interception tackle was made right there. That's where the interception was. Where the back judge is over there.
The penalty's offset. After all that, just offsetting penalties.
He was standing at the 46, and he went 15 yards from there.
Right. That's exactly where it's supposed to be, near the 30.
So now it's at the 31. And for 15-yard personal foul.
Trying to get everything sorted out here, see what's exactly happening right here.
Now they're talking to the Phoenix staff about it.
It's actually unsportsmanlike conduct.
All right, our stats guys telling us it's unsportsmanlike conduct on both sides. And basically what I'm saying, they both were jawing at each other, and somebody got overly frustrated basically because of what's been going on.
Yeah.
And playing each other back to back does not help with that, because you got too much familiarity. There's no cooling off period between those two games.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially when the team is doing it to you again. You know how when you're brothers and you always get the best of your little brother, they're kind of getting mad after a while. They forget about playing the game. The heck with that. So I ain't playing no more. We're going to go at it a little bit. And I think that's all that happened.
They're still sorting all this out.
Yeah. It does. It's going to take a minute to make sure they got it all right. The referees are doing an outstanding job. There's nothing to complain about these referees. We've not seen anything that we can say that would be outrageous or unprofessional about these referees. They've done a wonderful job.
All right, the White Hats back out there. 1st and 10 after the turnover at the 31-yard line. Phoenix in a shotgun. Man in motion. Handoff.
Oh, there she goes again. Yep, holding. Yep, they got her with a holding.
Maybe coming back. Line at about the 20.
Flag on the play. Face mask on the offense.
Yeah, I didn't quite see that, so I don't know where they called it at. I thought it was more on a holding on that plate side, but there was something that happened. Like I said, it's getting a little chippy because these guards are going right after it back to back, and the both of the jawing starting to get a little bit of frustration there. So you're going to probably start having a little bit more of these until the tempers could calm down a little bit. I mean, today has been another play of big plays for the Phoenix. They've hit on big play after big play after big play, which has made them look very, very well in this game.
All right. First down and 25. Player in motion. Handoff.
What a great
Caught
play.
in the backfield.
Nice blitz by April DeWald on that play.
DeWald on the stop.
That was a great play call. Nice run blitz. They recognized it. They didn't quite work that. They didn't work that play very well in the first quarter. I think they made the adjustments and figured out how to play that play on this time on that shuffle.
Second down and 29. Spread formation. 4 wide for the Phoenix. Dropping back. Going deep. Overthrown too much.
Yeah, I don't know what happened on it. She was wide open because the linebacker assigned to her just suddenly dropped the coverage, and she ran free. Good thing we had a little bit of pressure up front, made her throw the ball a little bit more quicker than she wanted to. Or that would have been another huge play for the Phoenix.
As good as our defensive line is, our backs need to bottle up these receivers at the line as much as legally possible and give that defensive line a chance to put up pressure on that quarterback.
I think a lot of it right now, they're concerned about stopping the run. The run is what's killed them.
Yeah.
And they were so concerned about the run that these big plays on the passing game has been able to catch them now. So, you just got to settle down and play your game.
Third down and forever for the Phoenix. Spread formation. There's a snap, low snap.
Able to get on it. Yeah, I think it was a bad snap. The quarterback did the best big thing they could do to try to get on it.
Huge series for the defense
The defense needed that one. You're right. The defense needed that one. They made a couple of plays, and they got a little bit of luck on that snap. But the Phoenix are known for going for it on fourth down. And last week they made a couple of big plays and a couple of scores on fourth down off of what we thought would have been fourth and long. So they got confidence in their offense.
That series was huge.
Oh my God! Looks like this might be, if my memory is correct, this is the first punt we forced the Phoenix to do in these two games. I think this is the first time the Phoenix has actually been forced to punt.
It's 4th and 37.
Fourth and how many?
Look like we got a timeout here.
47. 37.
Look like we got a timeout here.
Timeout on the field. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. You're watching North Florida Pumas football on the Charlton Sports Network.
Corporation has been providing quality electric service at a competitive price to residential, commercial, and industrial customers in southeast Georgia and northeast Florida since 1939. For tips and advice on how to save electricity and stretch your energy dollars, call 1-800-262-5131 and speak to your marketing representative. We are a cooperative owned by those we serve.
Babyface Davis is back.
Welcome back.
And see if it's 18
After the
back.
timeout, 4th down and 37 for the Phoenix. Looks like they're going for it.
Looks like they're going for it on 4th and 37.
Hey, we still got a person that
They're going for it. Here's the blitz.
Pass.
Going deep.
Great play.
Incomplete.
Great play by Babyface Davis getting over there in the time to knock the ball away.
6 is getting up.
Now, it looked like we got a player down off of that, but that was a huge, huge play by the Pumas defense. They needed that, you know. Then the Phoenix tested them. The Phoenix says, hey, we've been good. We've been doing everything we wanted to you. We're going to try it one more time and see if you can stop us. And I don't blame them. I don't blame the Phoenix. If you can dominate somebody and take their will, you take their will. But the Pumas defense was able to make a play on that play. Thanks to Babyface Davis, that's the way to come over and stop that, break up that pass.
We have a player down. Can you see who it is?
I think that might be Psycho, Shakita Brown, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, she's getting up on her own power. A little bit of help, but that's good. Good to see her getting up. After the injury bug we had last Saturday night, we sure don't want to see that again.
Well, we had 3 weeks of injuries that's really been devastating to our team. You know, it's been hurting our depth, and it's been hurting some of the players that we had some plans for. But guess what? That gives the opportunity to the next person that's up on the team, and you know, more development, because we're now going in our 3rd year. We need that development.
All right, so after the turnover, the defense comes up big, puts the Phoenix in a 4th and 37. Pumas take over. About where we were at to start off with a while ago.
Yeah, back before the turnover
Yeah.
count. Hopefully we can get some points before the board, at least try to get something on the board, touchdown before the end of the quarter. You know, we've got some things that have worked so far. We need to see if we can continue with that. All you need to do is
52
basically
seconds
just
officially remaining in the
take what they're
first.
giving you. Look at what's going on and take what they're giving you.
And it's 2 with 25 and 4 behind them.
There's a snap. Rocky dropping back.
Pass.
Intercepted again.
Now, she threw it right to her. She didn't get a chance to make a clean read for whatever. Now, I'll have to blame the quarterback on that one. That was double coverage. She didn't see the two people, and she threw it right to the defender. She got to be able to stop and make a better read on that play, so to give the defense a chance, give the defense a rest.
Yeah.
Defense been on this field just about the entire quarter, and it's been all of our fault. We have to stop beating ourselves right now.
Well, the defensive back for Phoenix read that perfectly, just stepped right in front of our receiver.
She was right there. There was nothing to read.
Yeah.
She threw it right to her.
Yeah.
There was nothing to read. She's got to stop and just get her composure and throw the ball right there. And look what she's throwing, because she had a receiver on the other side.
1st and 10 Phoenix. 45 seconds officially remaining in the first quarter.
And what's the time on the clock again? 45 seconds on the clock.
Need to ask North Florida's defense to come up big again. Under pressure, rolls to her right.
She passed.
May have been across the line of scrimmage.
Yes, they caught another huge play from the Pumas.
Touchdown.
From the Phoenix's offense.
She wasn't across?
Right.
I thought she was across the line of scrimmage when she released.
It looked if we can go back on the replay, we can check it. But they found the person that they needed to pick on, and they got it. Rachel Stroman was right there. She got to spin around a little bit, and the lady was I couldn't get the player's number. She was able to make the catch over and spin away and get into the end zone.
Phoenix on for the extra point. 31 seconds officially remaining in the first. There's a kick. It's up and good. Phoenix 28, North Florida nothing. We'll be right back.
Hey, Indian fans. Did you know you're eligible to join the United First Federal Credit Union? We are your hometown financial institution offering services such as online banking, mobile deposit, free checking, and much more. And if you're in the market to purchase a vehicle, our auto loan rates start as low as 2.99 for those who qualify. We are conveniently located at 3773 2nd Street South in Folkestone. Federally insured by NCUA and Equal Housing Lender.
Charlton Electric, now serving Charlton and surrounding counties. With over 20 years experience in both commercial and residential services, our electricians can meet your needs. We offer installation on whole house generators, service upgrades, mobile home services, troubleshooting, ceiling fan and light fixture installations, and much more. Call us today for an estimate at 912-276-7661.
Welcome back to Atlanta. 31 seconds officially left in the first. There's a kick. Fielded at the 26.
Khadijah DeBose get out probably
Out to the
about
41.
That was a great come up. She ran right up and fielded that ball real clean and got some good positive yards on it. She just has got to be needed one, maybe two blocks, and she could spring it around the right on the left side and be able to get probably another 10 or 15 yards on the game. Great coverage by the Phoenix kickoff return. Good return by Khadijah DeBose. Now we really could need some help by the Pumas offense. They need to settle down and just start playing ball. Just settle down.
First and 10, Pumas at the 41.
Look like we got a little bit of confusion on the offense. They may need to be short a player or something. Maybe. Yeah,
And
like
North Florida has to call a timeout. We had a personnel.
Yeah, we had a personnel issue.
We were short a player out there.
Just one of those, like I'm saying, they got to get it together. They got some things that are going on right now. A lot of frustration, not a little bit, but a lot of frustration. They're expecting to put on a better show, and they're doing actually worse this game and giving up big plays upon big plays. And we just got to figure out a way to get one play after the next play to put something together. They just need to settle down and try to play the game. Yeah. Forget about the score and play the game.
Get some positive stuff positive game out of this thing.
Mm-hmm. They kind of got emotional, playing the Phoenix again. I think for them, that's not has been a good thing because they're trying too much to prove that they belong with them instead of just playing their game. The Phoenix are just playing their game, and they're getting some plays on them because they're relaxed, they're having fun. The Pumas need to stop stressing and just go have fun. Forget about the score, just present it as 0-0 right now and go have fun. They've made some plays. They've shown that they can make some plays. They just need to go and just put something together.
First and 10, North Florida. 23 seconds. There's a snap. Rocky dropping back. Swings it out there to intended for Perry. Incomplete.
Yeah, just like I said, miscommunication. The timing was off on that. She wasn't as open as she could have been, but she was trying to make sure she got a read out to the back. They've been having success getting the ball to teach in the middle of the field, so they might want to look for that a little bit more, trying to get some stuff in the middle of the field, and that'll open up the other things.
Second down and 10. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. 2 backs in the backfield with Phillips. There's a snap. Rocky dropping back. Over the middle. Oh, Gator armed it.
Yeah, she could have. That's still rookie mistake. She's never been in that position before. She could have reached out and got that ball. I think if she would have ran through it and took the contact, she would have had a big play. But, she's not used to being in that position, so that was probably what made her jerk on that. You know what I mean?
It's going to be 3rd down and 10.
These are all good.
13 seconds left in the first.
These are all good lessons for them right now that they're learning right now. There's some things that they're showing. Hey, we thought we were there. The Phoenix is showing them that you're not there yet. You know what I mean? There's a difference in the levels of the team, and it's obvious.
Two to the right, one to the left. Two backs. There's a snap. Over the middle, that's caught. First down, what a catch.
Another
traffic.
Another great catch by Skittles Broxley. She did what the rookie didn't do. She went and made a play, accepted the contact, and was able to get the first down because she was willing to accept the contact. That'll be a good teaching moment for Nikki when she gets and looks at the film again, and that's a good way to end the quarter. At least she ended it with a positive play. After all the bad things that happened to you, you ended the quarter with something good happening to you.
That'll do it for the first quarter. 28, we trail by. We'll be right back.
Since 2009, Southeastern Automotive Group has been buying for and selling to most of the franchise dealerships in the area. What if you were able to bypass the big dealerships with the big markups? Buy direct from the supplier. Save thousands of dollars on your next vehicle purchase. Have a trade-in? No problem. With used vehicles in such high demand, Southeastern Automotive Group has dealers ready to buy your trade. If Southeastern Automotive Group doesn't have the perfect vehicle for you, using their vehicle locator program, they will have it shipped in without any hassle or haggling you hate. With over hundreds of thousands of cars available at auctions across the nation, your next vehicle purchase is just a click away. ESP Specialist in Fabrication is located at 169 Little Phoebe Church Road.
Welcome back to Atlanta, Georgia. I'm Adam Bell along with Terry McGriff on the Charlton Sports Network. Got a little bit of a hole here, Terry, but hopefully we can get some positive things going and get some good stuff out of this game.
Yeah, they ended the quarter on a good note with a first down. They made some good things happen in the first quarter, but they gave up entirely too many big plays on offense and defense, and it's really got them behind the 8 ball here. I think they're pressing too much. I think they're looking at the other team's uniforms instead of just playing football.
There's a snap, Rocky.
No, keeper.
She's going to keep it.
No game.
Not much, if anything, on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I understand the concept of what she was trying to do. They loosened them up by passing it a little bit, but I think she was trying to see if she can catch them on a play. The formation was not conducive for them to be able to run that play because they had it all stacked up in the middle. They were playing the run while we thought they were playing the pass. We probably did a little bit better job recognizing that formation that the defense was in. They were a little bit. That was not the play that they should have ran on. I think they would have probably been better off. But no, they would have been better off throwing the ball because they had a couple of people open and they had a couple of one-on-one situations. One of the things I think they'll do is they need to spread it out a little bit more. And
all right, I'm back.
You got yourself back in there. They're going to cover 2 shell.
Second down, there's a snap. Phillips dropping back. As a receiver, it's caught.
Another good catch by Skittles Broxley. She came back and make a play on the ball.
Incomplete?
They call that an incomplete pass?
They said incomplete.
That did not look like that. Looked like a completion to me. She went back. She came back to the ball and caught it, and the girl immediately tackled her, and they called it an incomplete pass. That's probably the first glitch in this referee staff that I've seen today. But other than that, they've been doing a really good job. I haven't had no complaints about it. One of the things the Pumas are going to have to get the ball downfield. They're going to have to move the ball downfield. This is really 2-down territory. You're so far behind right now, it doesn't really matter what you do. You need to just do something to keep the defense below. So you need to try to go on both of these plays and get chunk yards on both of them. A little bit long in their huddle.
That's it. Delay of game.
Taking a long time getting this play going.
Delay of game.
Yep.
Delay a game.
Yep, they called delay of game on it, which makes it even worse. At this point, it's still a 2-down drive. They got to go for it on the first down anyway. You can see they're bracketing Skittles now with two players.
Third and long.
Got to be careful.
For the Pumas.
We might get another pass delay of game on this.
There's a snap. Phillips dropping back. Caught.
Good job by Nikki that time. Nikki Williams. That's what I think she saw what Skittles did and learned and attacked the ball and made the reception. That was a good play for them. Now that brings it back to fourth and 11 again, so they can it's at midfield, so they can decide what they're going to do with it. Looks like they're going to punt the ball.
Hartzog on the kick. I'll tell you what, she has done a good job punting this year.
Oh, yes, very good job.
The balls have been high and deep. She's done a fantastic job back there kicking for North Florida. High snap. She's able to get it down.
Got it blocked a little bit.
I jinxed her, Terry.
That's okay. That's okay.
I jinxed her, man.
Yeah, it was not her. It was the snap down kind of high. She got it down, and when she angled it right into the defender, and it made it an easy block. It's not like she basically kicked it into the defender, because she kind of angles her punts anyway, and she was doing her best to get it out of there.
1st and 10, Atlanta.
No, I didn't see the block. I'll pick it up on the
Now, Terry, we're idle next week. Following week, back in action?
Yeah, back in action home with New Orleans.
Home for New Orleans.
The Hippies are coming to town. And we'll see if we can get our act together by that time and put a better product on the field for our fans.
Handoff.
She broke another tackle.
Missed 2 tackles, so broke 2 tackles, headed up the sideline.
She's got it. She's going inside. Look like we got
touchdown if it stands. There are flags on the play.
Got another player down. Look like we got Santina Bryant down.
That's coming back.
Yeah, he just said holding penalty. So that's what I'm saying, it's coming back.
We're going to take a break. We have a player down. We'll be right back.
Folks in Georgia. President Mark Pickering and his employees utilize the latest technology with a skilled workforce to supply customers with the best custom fabrication possible. Serving clients at home and abroad makes ESP a premier employer in Charlton County. For all your specialty and fabrication needs, contact ESP at 912-496-2583 today. They're also on Facebook at ESP Specialist Fabrication. ESP is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet.
Welcome back to Atlanta. Pumas looking to try to get something going on offense, but right now they're on defense. And we had an injury timeout. Now we have a regular timeout. See if we can get some scores from around the league. I know see if I can.
Both teams have, no. Looks like that's their last time out. We have won.
I know Texas Elite and Houston should be getting underway about now. As well as Alabama and New Orleans.
Yeah. And you got those West Coast games will be going on later on today.
And we'll see New Orleans in 2 weeks back home.
I have it the other way around.
You got a little delay in the action. I'm trying to figure out what the
I think the score was we called 3 and they called 2. I've got that.
Atlanta with some substitution issues.
This is first and 20.
Which is surprising because they've been on point on everything they had to get tonight.
Okay, 42 and 23.
They should get a delay. It's been a while.
Yeah.
There's a snap. They got it off. Mix up in the backfield. Quarterback will keep it.
Running it.
She's able to get outside.
14 first down.
I think she really wanted to throw it, but
She did, but
didn't have an opening.
She did a good job of getting out of the pressure because she rolled out. She thought she had a receiver. Receiver open. She was able to get around the corner, break the tackle of the defensive back, and get some positive yards to kind of basically almost get them back normal in their normal chains. They're only a couple of yards behind the chains right now. So it looks like we got 2nd and 12. That was a good play call a good play by the quarterback, being able to make something out of nothing on that play.
2nd down and 12 for the Phoenix. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, I formation. There's a snap over to that left side. And finally got some help over there.
Yeah, that was a good job. That was a good job by Mercedes. She was able to grab her, get some strength, and hold on to her till she got some help on the defense by her defensive coach.
That was Mercedes that held her long enough to get some help from the other 2.
Yes, and so she's going to be instrumental on the back end in helping us make those.
Going to be 3rd down and 9 for the Phoenix. Defense needs a stop here. Let's get that offense back on the field and try to get something going. Phoenix in the spread. Going deep. Overthrown.
I'm pretty sure it's 15.
wait for it to turn.
I gotta have her turn it back to me.
Now she's starting phases.
It's going to bring them up 4th down and 9 for Atlanta.
Okay, intended for 6. Okay. So that was 12, intended for 6.
So the rest of our regular season schedule will have New Orleans and then Alabama and Alabama. No, we have the Hampton Road Gators coming to Callahan too during that stretch. Fourth down, looks like the Phoenix are going for it.
There's a slant. Looked like we got the slant open again.
Flag on the play. Timeout defense. Timeout North Florida. How many do we have left?
What's the time on the clock?
10:49.
We'll stay here. We just came back from a timeout, so we'll stay right here with just right at 10 minutes remaining in the first half. We have, like I was saying a moment ago, we have New Orleans at home. Then we'll have the Alabama games, and in between those will be the Hampton Road Lady Gators. Hampton Road's coming to us, right? Hampton Road's coming to us.
That's our military appreciation game. That is our
that's a huge day.
Yeah,
that's a huge day for the
we honor
Pumas.
all of our servicemen and women and their families, and we do it up for them. Last year we had our camos. We're trying to find us another sponsor to give us some camos this year. So if anybody knows anybody out there in YouTube land that will be able to sponsor us, we would love that, so we can have our girls wearing military camo uniforms once again.
4 wide. Atlanta going for it on fourth down with a 28-0 lead. Dropping back, going deep over the middle, incomplete.
Great defensive play. They got just enough pressure to give her to take the timing off the ball, and we had good coverage out there. Good coverage which made it a hard throw for her to do to complete. And we got off the field once again.
So the Pumas defense stiffens. Slows Atlanta down a little bit.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
get the ball back.
I mean, if you can keep it 28-0 at halftime, that was at least respectable. You don't want to be embarrassed.
Right.
It's 28-0 means you can say, well, they scored they scored the first quarter 28 points, and we made some adjustments and slowed them down.
You want to keep battling. You don't want to
Right.
roll over.
Yeah, and you have to say that the Pumas are still battling. They're outmatched. It's clear, you can't deny they're outmatched by the Phoenix, and they're keeping themselves in the game right now.
2 to the right, 1 to the left. Rocky in the shotgun.
Pass.
It's going deep. Incomplete.
That was just the good coverage on both sides. The receivers were able to get some separation, but the defensive backs made up room really pretty good, and there was really nowhere to put the ball. It was a good thing Rocky being able to just get it out of there and without coming out with any negative plays. The one good thing about it, you're starting to see the development of the passing game. They're actually starting to work on it a little bit more. We're known for a power team. If there's a positive thing out of Atlanta showing us we need to learn how to be diverse when there's teams that can force you to have to pass. We're learning that we're going to have to do that if we're going to step up and try to challenge for these titles. Atlanta I give them credit. They forced us to have to learn to evolve our ball game.
And make it more balanced going down the road as the season progresses,
Right.
too. Quick screen right there. Defensive lineman for Atlanta read that just as soon as it was thrown.
Well, the play looked like we got a penalty, maybe a taunting penalty there. But that was a good play by the defense because it was off a little bit, and she got the ball to the receiver. Now, I thought Paige probably one thing that she was trying to do the best to help her teammate. It probably been better if that pass would have been incomplete because we would have lost the yardage. But we did get a
Unsportsmanlike
penalty,
on Atlanta.
another unsportsmanlike penalty that's really helped the Pumas offense.
You say it was unsportsmanlike?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been
They put the arms out like this.
yeah.
been a lot of jawing right there back and forth, and I think, like you said before, Adam, the playing back-to-back has really affected all these unsportsmanlike penalties. And I hope it's not been like that across the league. Hope we were the aberration because these two teams kind of forming like a rivalry. This is their third time now, second time in 2 weeks, but their third time in their history.
I've never seen a league do that with more than one game, too. It was all across the league, everybody doing that, with the exception of L.A.
Oh, she's got a big hole by
Rocky
Rocky
breaking it
Phillips.
down the sideline.
She might get in, but look like she's going to just get pushed out around the 10-yard line. Great play call, great play, good run by Rocky Phillips. One of the bigger plays that we've made this game, and look like we're kind of starting to get ourselves together in trying to give these guys, these Phoenix team, some competition, so it's not a glorified practice for them. They've been dancing around, jumping around, having a lot of fun, and they haven't got a chance to get some work in. And hopefully the Pumas will give them some work so they can get some work in as we go through the season right now.
1st and 10 at the 13.
First down and 10 at the 13 for North Florida.
This will be a good time to find Teach Haynes. This is her type of territory. She's a person that you can find those holes in. Look like they're bringing the safety over it, though. But you'll be able to slip somebody free because they're playing a little bit off the ball right there.
Phoenix blitzing. Bobbles trying to get out of there. Couldn't do it.
She couldn't do it. And there's a flag on the play. I don't know what the flag was, but there was a flag. Looked like we got another flag on the play. Face mask. It was
Grabbing that face mask.
That's She got her. She had the sack. She had the play, but she grabbed the face mask, took a negative play, and made it a positive play for the Pumas. Just that a little bit aggressiveness, a little bit over aggressiveness.
Atlanta wanted to go out on the field and discuss it, and officials having none of it. He waved them off.
Yeah. He's like, don't even try it.
Happened right in front of
you got a
him.
28-point lead. Don't even try it. You know, we saw it clearly, and you know. Now let's see this is a little bit of test for the Phoenix defense. They haven't been tested all night. They've made some plays. They made plays when they got down here last week. Let's see if they can make another play. Like I said, this is a area where you can usually find Teach Haynes. She's been good in our history in this part of the field.
1st and goal. Rocky's going to keep it.
Oh, she's got a big hole. She's in the end zone.
She's in.
Touchdown, Puma.
Touchdown. No flags. Pumas are on the board.
Can we finally take a sigh of relief and say, oh, we got on the board? I'm sure that Phoenix defense, who's very, very good and very, very prideful, is not happy right now because they've been really dominant. They hadn't given up but 7 points all season, and they were trying to keep that intact.
8:42.
Pumas showed a little resiliency, a little moxie, finally got something together and got in the end zone.
Hartzog on for the extra point. There's a snap. The hold. The kick is up and
She got it through.
good.
Good job.
Pumas on the board, 28-7.
About time we got ourselves together and started playing football. Good job, Pumas. Good job. That's all you can say. At least you can tell that they got heart. We're playing against a very, very, very talented team in Atlanta, and you show some resolve that, hey, you got us on some, but we're going to keep fighting. We're going to fight till this game is over, and you'll win the way you win. You'll keep making the plays that you've been making. But a lot of this is, like I said, Atlanta has made big play upon big play upon big play upon big play. You know, their coaching staff have saw the weaknesses in the Pumas defense
right here.
Yeah, Hartsock's making a good. She's been a weapon for us. Yeah. But like I said, the Phoenix has been just doing a dominant job all game long. It was finally good to see the Pumas blow up and do something to help themselves by getting on the board and giving their defense a blow.
Inside of 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Pumas finally on the board. See if we can build on that. We kick it away.
Great kick.
Go to the 30. Finally forced out by 24.
She returned it to the what?
1st and 10, Phoenix. Quarterback under center, one receiver to the right, one to the left. There's a snap, fumbled snap. Phoenix come up with it. Oh, I tell you, that'd have been huge if we could have grabbed that. Second down and 11. Fumble in the backfield.
Was it a bad snap?
Was that a bad snap or not? I couldn't quite catch that.
Fumble handoff.
Looked like it was a fumble. Being told by the spotter it was a fumbled handoff. You probably seen it better than I did, looking at this monitor here. Like I said, the defense got a little bit of a life right now because they got a breather. They got a chance to watch their offense get in the end zone, and they got a little fight to them now. They got a little fight to them. Now the game is finally interesting. We look like we can just make this a football game for the fans here, give them some entertainment. I'm sure they're loving to see the Phoenix score and score and score, but they'd like to have a little bit of drama. I'm pretty sure of that.
So 50 goes to running back on that play?
Third down and long. Quarterback under center. There's a snap. Defense takes care of it up the middle.
12 kept it?
Yeah,
Gain a couple.
the quarterback kept the ball. She gained him probably about 2 or 3 yards. She's done that just about every game all season long. I think that's their let's keep them honest play. If you want to blitz the A gap, a quarterback will just keep it and get 4 or 5 yards on you. So, I like that. That's a pretty good play. I like that call.
Fourth down. Phoenix going for it. They must not have a punter. Swing it out to the right. And we get her short.
They got her short. The defense came up on it. They went to that play that's been very, very successful for them.
First down, North Florida.
They went to that play that's been very, very successful to them with their outstanding running back, and she was able to get out there, but she wasn't able to get enough to get that first down from them. So they turned over the ball, and let's see if the Pumas can put together another scoring drive to make this interesting.
Boy, if we could get a score on this drive before halftime, all of a sudden we're in a ball game again.
Yeah, it would be a ball game again, and it would be good for their psyche going in at halftime. It would be good for the fans. It'd be good for the league. That way, all of our games, we want to have competitive games. I don't care, and I'm just saying this for myself. I'm for the league. I'm definitely for my Pumas first, but I want our league to be successful, and for our league to be successful, it has to look like real football. You know what I mean? Our fans and the fans and women's football deserve.
You don't have competitive ball games. You have a bunch of blowouts. You're no different than any other league.
Right.
First and 10 at the 29. There's a snap. Incomplete. Whoa, man, that was early contact, but no flag.
Yeah, but I think she could have probably went and dug it out. Like I said, Nikki Williams is her first rookie year. She's going to be an outstanding receiver. She runs good routes. She has really good hands. But you can tell a lot of her inexperience playing at this level, playing this style of football. Certain things that you got to know you got to do. Sometimes you got to go down and dig it out. She didn't have that experience of knowing that. If you could see the difference between her and when you look at Skittles, how Skittles attacks the ball and how the angles, how to make the catches when you got coverage on you.
Second down. High snap.
What a catch!
Rocky needs to get rid of it. Just ditch it. Oh, I'd like to have seen her throw that at the feet as a receiver.
Yeah, we gotta do that in the break. She's done that just about every game. Well, she's got to see when she gets out of the pocket. She's got to know that she can get rid of the ball.
She should have thrown that away.
Going to bring up third down and long for North Florida.
Hey, give me the line of scrimmage. Okay, it's going to be 3rd and 19.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad play. That cost us a lot of yardage right there. I think she could have got rid of the balls. That would have helped us out. They're really, really putting all the coverage over to Skittles Broxley. There's going to leave some people wide open down here. I'm looking for Teets to be wide open in the middle. She's
Rocky
grabbing.
going deep. Oh, no. Woo, we dodged one there. I thought that was picked off.
Yeah, and she got rid of. She didn't see it. Looked like we got a flag here, but she didn't get a chance to make a read and make a prop. She kind of threw that up.
Big field.
Flag on the play. Who's this against? Oh, against North Florida.
You got. Yeah, we're getting backed up deep, so we're gonna have to probably make a safe call here to just get out of this deep area so that we can give our punter some room and get some field position back. Right now, we're hurting ourselves on this. After that last good job, we turned around and hurt ourselves, and we need to be able to do something positive. At least keep this clock get this clock running.
They say it's 4th down.
It is fourth down.
They lost the penalty. They don't replay the down. What was the 5 yards?
Wait, just put it back, no, put it back.
Was the penalty refused? I didn't even see the signal for what the penalty was.
Now, I think the penalty was
I think they
false
refused
start.
penalty.
The false start, and Phoenix refused it, and so they brought up fourth down.
Fourth down, Hartzog on the punt. There's the kick. Gets another good one. Fielded at the 44. Cuts it back inside. Still on her feet, breaking tackles. Finally brought down, flags everywhere. Let's see this crew sort this out.
No, I can't see where you're at.
It's been a busy crew tonight.
What sideline you on? What sideline you on?
Number 5 caught it.
Personal foul, face mask against the Pumas. We got another. No, that's against us. I thought they were fixing to do an offset.
It's now the 22.
First and 10, Atlanta.
She's been lined up at the tackle, so I don't know what they're talking about. Okay, I'll address it. Okay.
One receiver to the right, one to the left, I formation. There's the snap.
Tackle by 6.
Gain of a few. Second down. Clock stops.
Looks like we got a waving. Was there a fumble in there, or what? What was what did they stop the clock for? Can't quite make out what the play is. They stopped the clock for some reason.
Second down, and where's it at?
It's referees or the officials are discussing something.
Well, they obviously recovered it. It's obviously Phoenix off. Here's the call. Helmet contact.
I'm not sure what the call was.
What was that call?
It was like first warning or something.
Is it like sideline warning?
I don't know. He put his hand up to his face.
I do not recognize that call. So I don't know if that was a sideline warning to one of the two teams or obviously was not a penalty.
No gain on the play.
Second down.
20, still at the 22. So it's like no gain.
Second down and 10, Phoenix. There's a snap, handoff up the middle. Got a few out of it.
Yeah, probably gain about 3 yards. The Phoenix, I think, are trying to drain the clock down, get out of here with a 21-point lead, then put something, at least definitely get in the end zone. They're feeling out. I think the Pumas did a good job of adjusting on defense for the second quarter.
It's slowed down in the second.
Yeah, there's not as many big plays, and hopefully I'm not jinxing them by saying that. Got a third down play here.
42.
Nice
play,
stop over
great
there off that
tackle,
right side
right
for
off.
the defense.
Now, they've been hitting him with that pretty much most of the game.
This should
And,
be fourth down now, right?
Yeah, great play call right there. And the defense did a great job of stepping up and making a play in the gap.
Fourth and 6.
It'd be fourth down and 6 right now. They're going to go for it. I don't blame them.
The yardstick hasn't moved over there. It still says third down over there on the far side.
Yeah, it is fourth down. They haven't changed it.
I thought it was too, but
the down marker, there's a little bit of discrepancy right there.
That should say a 4, not a 3.
Yeah, they didn't change it yet.
one to the left, one to the right. I formation, running back in motion. There's the pitch to the right side.
Get there. Great play. Oh, great tackle. Good tackle from behind.
They'll be
April
short of
Duvall.
a first down.
They're short. That should be a first down. It should be a turnover on downs for the Pumas, but they called it fourth down instead of turnover on down. So they
They gave him 2 third downs. is what they did.
Now they're saying fourth down.
now, yeah, it's fourth down and then about 4 yards now. Are they going to go for it again, or are they going to try attempt a field goal? Looks like they may be in the formation. They might be giving their kicker a little bit of chance right here. Still have to be smart and make sure that you're there for the extra point. Yeah, I haven't seen
Like
their
they're
kicker.
going to go for a field goal.
Yeah, I'd like to see what their kicker can do. It's going to be a 32-yard attempt, according to our statistician.
There's a snap, the hold, it's up and short.
Just short.
So the defense holds again.
Yep. Defense been playing good. I like the fact that the Phoenix tried to see how their kicker in game was going to be because it might help them going along and maybe into the playoffs. So they're checking out some things there. This is a good second quarter of work for both teams. It looks like a normal football game, and this is what the fans pay to see and what the league needs.
If you were to break it down into individual battles, you'd say the Phoenix won the first quarter. We've won the second.
Right. No. But it's all
So
total with
something
that
to build
score.
on. That's something to build on.
Yeah, I mean they kind of got their feet under them and gave them a better showing of themselves after the debacle of the first quarter, where they just gave up big play after big play after big play for mainly being too tight and too uptight because they wanted to prove something to the Phoenix instead of coming in here and playing football.
You think it could have been a little bit of bus lag after a 7-hour bus ride coming up here, and only being off the bus maybe an hour and a half?
I would normally say that, but the Phoenix did that last week. The Phoenix came straight up here, put their foot up our butt, and went back home. And
That's true too.
We that's sometimes you deal with the hand that's dealt to you. You know, I think the fact that they were just so hyped up and they prepared and they want to have a better showing of themselves, and we're better than that. They're good, but we're not that bad. That score wasn't indicative of who we are, and it kind of got to them because they were pressing. They gave up plays because they weren't concentrating, doing some of the things that I know that we're coached to do from the weekend practice, and gave up some big plays. And they got themselves down, and then they finally refocused and they able to make the game more competitive on the scoreboard. You know what I mean? And if you would say by the scoreboard who won the quarters, Phoenix blew them out in the first quarter. They're winning 7-0 in the second quarter. And you can say this makes us look like legitimate football because that shows moxie from the team that was down to come back and show themselves as competitors by stopping the bleeding and getting a little bit of blood themselves.
They didn't just roll over and play dead.
Right.
They're still battling out, fighting. Well, and I think it's helped, too, that this team had a taste of it last year, going all the way to the title game last year.
Yes,
so
yeah. They're
champions. They're champions.
Yeah. And they're playing a team that's playing at a championship level right now, you know. They've given up a total of 14 points in 3 games. They've scored over, close to 100 points right now. So they're really good.
St. Terry got pulled away for a moment, having a conference with a little bit of controversy. Here, get on your headset because fans are going to want to know if we can we share it. Can we share it?
Yeah, just been kind of talked to by one of the coaching staff. There's a miscommunication about one of the linemen, Steph McKinney, who has an eligible number playing in an ineligible position. Now, she did that last week, and I guess this official staff is not recognizing that she can play on the offensive line and an inline position. So they're going to have to discuss. I guess we'll try to get on the phone with one of the league officials and let them make a determination on that. But she did play it actually she's played it all season with an ineligible number. You know, with an eligible number, right? So now it's become a concern, all of a sudden, you know. But hey, they'll figure it out. So we'll make a call at halftime and try to get a determination on that.
Okay, so after all of that, we're at 1st and 10 for
They're looking
North
like
Florida.
they have her at, and they look like they're allowing her to play at that position. Well, all she should be able to do is just declare herself as an eligible receiver, and it should be. So if that means we might just have to tell her to tell the ref every play that she's lining up as an ineligible
I think there's
position.
controversy between the officials. They're out there arguing with each other a little bit.
Right, and
now.
I think that's what it is because by NFL rules, she should be probably declaring herself at that as an ineligible field at every play, just to come.
All right, there's another flag on the play.
24 tackles.
There's a flag.
I'm trying to find out what the flag was.
That
Was it? They're calling a false start.
that's going against North Florida.
If it's a false start, the play should have been dead, in my opinion, before the play was run. A false start means the play shouldn't run. That play shouldn't even count. It should be a 5-yard loss and replay the down.
That official right here I've zoomed down on is livid.
Yeah, there's some communication issues with this crew, and I think they'll probably work it out. Look like the clock needs to be running. She's telling them to run the clock, and so what they did now is they took the total controversy out by putting 78 in for 87, and
I'd like to mic up the
now they
officials
called.
and steer their conversation.
Now we got a delay of game because of the switching.
Now we have a timeout on the field.
We got to get this. We got to get this solved, and I'll call on the league next week, and we'll get it resolved. Even if we have, that means if we have to switch numbers for McKinney, maybe give her a different number.
1st and 20 for the 10-yard.
So this is the whole controversy is about an ineligible player.
The controversy is you have an eligible numbered player playing an ineligible position.
Okay.
Rocky keeps
Another flag.
Got another. It's kind of hard to even call this game because you're trying to figure out why the flags and what the thing.
False start.
Is it a false start or is it a legal formation? Because they're allowing them to run the play and then they call a false start. A false start should be more of a dead ball where you blow the whistle right then and stop the play. It's because they falsely started, not because they ran the play and it's false. No, if it's a false start, that means a player moved before the play start. Oh, they're calling a false start, I guess because we have another player with an ineligible number playing with an eligible number playing on an ineligible position.
I got you. I appreciate you explaining that. I know it took you 2 or 3 times with my hearing, but I appreciate it.
So now it's 1st and 25 on the 5.
First down and a long way to go.
Quarterback keeper. Looks like about the 12.
Yeah, we got Rocky Phillips on the quarterback keeper, just trying to get some room, and let's get out of the half so that we can run the clock down so they can go in at halftime.
And you don't want to make any mistakes down here right now.
No, not before that. We got 13 seconds. They'll probably just go in at halftime right now and won't run another play. They're walking off the field right now to make sure that they can make an adjustment about what's going on right now. And the sad part about this was not an issue the entire game until the last 2 minutes of the first quarter of the second quarter, when it should have been handled immediately at the beginning of the game because she played that position in the fourth quarter. But when you got all the excitement of all the big plays, it got overlooked.
All right, we're going to take a break. Is Atlanta going to do anything for a halftime that I need to cover? Any type of
I wasn't
halftime
given
show
any
or anything?
notification of anything. I'm not sure
I
what they're
don't
going
see
to
any.
do.
Boy, New Orleans, they did it up on their halftime,
But a
didn't
city
they?
city like this, you expect something. We might stick around and see what they got going on here. We don't know yet. We wasn't invited or anything, but this is ATL, another party city.
And last week, how about our cheerleaders last week?
Oh my
Boy,
God!
they tore it up halftime,
Those
didn't
ladies
they?
did a wonderful job. I'm going to officially name them the Baby Pumas.
Is that what we decided on? The baby,
I didn't get
Pumas.
it. Yeah, I'm naming them the Baby Pumas, and they did a wonderful job.
Oh, what a job! Everybody was talking
I
about
can't
that
wait the
skit they
next
did.
home game when they come out there, and I think they'll probably have a couple of more routines out there, and they're going to put on a show. So we got both teams getting ready to going in at halftime now, make some adjustments here, and let's see if the Pumas can come back and make this a game in the second half.
All right, well, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back 14 minutes away from the second half. Pumas trail by 3 touchdowns. We'll be right back.
Okefenokee Rural Electric Membership Corporation has been providing quality electric service at a competitive price to residential, commercial, and industrial customers in southeast Georgia and northeast Florida since 1939. For tips and advice on how to save electricity and stretch your energy dollars, call 1-800-262-5131 and speak to your marketing representative. We are a cooperative owned by those we serve.
Hey Indian fans, did you know you're eligible to join the United First Federal Credit Union? We are your hometown financial institution offering services such as online banking, mobile deposit, free checking, and much more. And if you're in the market to purchase a vehicle, our auto loan rates start as low as 2.99 for those who qualify. We are conveniently located at 3773 2nd Street South in Folkestone. Federally insured by NCUA and Equal Housing Lender.
Charlton Electric now serving Charlton and surrounding counties. With over 20 years experience in both commercial and residential services, our electricians can meet your needs. We offer installation on whole house generators, service upgrades, mobile home services, troubleshooting, ceiling fan and light fixture installations, and much more. Call us today for an estimate at 912-276-7661. Since 2009, Southeastern Automotive Group has been buying for and selling to most of the franchise dealerships in the area. What if you were able to bypass the big dealerships with the big markups? Buy direct from the supplier. Save thousands of dollars on your next vehicle purchase. Have a trade-in? No problem. With used vehicles in such high demand, Southeastern Automotive Group has dealers ready to buy your trade. If Southeastern Automotive Group doesn't have the perfect vehicle for you, used in their vehicle locator program, they will have it shipped in without any hassle or haggling you hate. With over hundreds of thousands of cars available at auctions across the nation, your next vehicle purchase is just a click away. ESP Specialist in Fabrication is located at 169 Little Phoebe Church Road in Folkestone, Georgia. President Mark Pickering and his employees utilize the latest technology with a skilled workforce to supply customers with the best custom fabrication possible. Serving clients at home and abroad makes ESP a premier employer in Charlton County. For all your specialty and fabrication needs, contact ESP at 912-496-2583 today. They're also on Facebook at ESP Specialist Fabrication. ESP is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet.
Okefenokee Rural Electric Membership Corporation has been providing quality electric service at a competitive price to residential, commercial, and industrial customers in southeast Georgia and northeast Florida since 1939. For tips and advice on how to save electricity and stretch your energy dollars, call 1-800-262-5131 and speak to your marketing representative. We are a cooperative owned by those we serve.
Hey Indian fans, did you know you're eligible to join the United First Federal Credit Union? We are your hometown financial institution offering services such as online banking, mobile deposit, free checking, and much more. And if you're in the market to purchase a vehicle, our auto loan rates start as low as 2.99 for those who qualify. We are conveniently located at 3773 2nd Street South in Folkestone. Federally insured by NCUA and equal housing lender.
Charlton
All right, for those of you wondering where we're at halftime. 9 minutes and 15 seconds counting down for the remaining of the halftime period. Second half coming up in just a little bit, 9 minutes away. Pumas showed a lot of improvement in that second quarter versus the first. They gave up 28 in the first quarter. Defense stiffened up, offense found some life, and got on the board. So the Pumas won that second quarter 7-0. They trail overall though 28-7. Second half coming up. Y'all stick around. I'm gonna turn our headsets down. Hopefully we're gonna have stats here in a little bit, and we'll bring those to you in just a moment. Right now I'm just gonna turn the mics down and leave you with the visual of your Pumas over there in the end zone getting ready for the second half. You're watching North Florida Pumas football on the Charlton Sports Network.
Then it's touching, Jay. Yeah, how you doing, man? I spend most of my life promoting meals. I was trying to get rid of the barrel company that do Blue Brown American Game. Oh, wow. Yeah, so, this on the island because one of my homeboys down in the day. Yeah, I see you on good down in the convention. The revenue is good. We have 5. I really enjoyed myself. I'm hoping to get this will be able to be picked up, by and then they get so his broadcast will be picked up by our local station. They used to be like how much time do you got? I'm right now, I'm going to make this day.
All right, welcome back. Appreciate y'all watching this presentation of Pumas football on the Charlton Sports Network. There you see the officiating crew. They're still talking about the last 2 minutes of that second half. That was crazy possession there. Terry McGriff explaining to you the controversy surrounding all that. Hopefully they got all that worked out. Second quarter of football here was a whole lot better football than that first quarter. Pumas came out a little cold. Finally found their feet in the second quarter. Started making some noise. Got a good touchdown run there to get us on the board. Hartzog with the extra point, and there you have it, 28-7 right now, getting ready for the third quarter. 5 minutes, 34 seconds away from the third. Well, I know a lot of you folks are from Charlton County watching. We're looking for sponsors for Maiden softball on the 24th and Indians baseball on the 25th. At last look at the power rankings, I know the Maidens are going to be in Woodstock. They're playing for the state championship. They're in the state championship tournament on the 24th and 25th. And the Indians, if the rankings don't change from what I last looked at, they'll be up here as well over in Bowden. So they'll only be an hour and a half away from the Maidens. So if we're looking for sponsors, long story short, we can carry both teams. We can carry both teams live next week from Atlanta. But we need y'all's help to get it done. Message me, shoot me a message on Facebook, and we'll get that going. Right now, here's stats from the first half. First downs, relatively even on first down. 7 for the Pumas, 6 for Atlanta. Rushing yards, 39 yards for North Florida, 138 for Atlanta. Passing yards, 39, 97 for Atlanta. Passing percentage is actually a little bit better for North Florida, 5 of 17. Atlanta's 2 of 9. Penalties really racked up in that second quarter. 35 yards on the Pumas, 66 yards on Atlanta. Let's see here. Individually receiving, Mosley for Atlanta with 53 yards. Oriana Taylor, 43 for the Pumas. Teach Haynes leading the way with 29 yards receiving. Skittles Broxy with 11, and Nikki Williams with 6 yards receiving. So that's where you're at on the stats right now. For the first half, rushing yards for the Pumas. Rocky Phillips leading the way right now with 9 carries for 39 yards. Most of all of that offensive production coming out of the North Florida in that second quarter. So they found their feet a little bit, definitely on defense. They were able to make some big stops, keep Atlanta out of the end zone. Atlanta, that first quarter was just on fire. Defense finally settled down and playing some ball. Getting pressure in that backfield on Atlanta. So we're going to take a quick break. We're inside of 3 minutes away from the third quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching North Florida Pumas on the Charlton Sports Network.
Now serving Charlton and surrounding counties. With over 20 years experience in both commercial and residential services, our electricians can meet your needs. We offer installation on whole house generators, service upgrades, mobile home services, troubleshooting, ceiling fan and light fixture installations, and much more. Call us today for an estimate at 912-276-7661. Since 2009, Southeastern Automotive Group has been buying for and selling to most of the franchise dealerships in the area. What if you were able to bypass the big dealerships with the big markups? Buy direct from the supplier. Save thousands of dollars on your next vehicle purchase. Have a trade-in? No problem. With used vehicles in such high demand, Southeastern Automotive Group has dealers ready to buy your trade. If Southeastern Automotive Group doesn't have the perfect vehicle for you, using their vehicle locator program, they will have it shipped in without any hassle or haggling you hate. With over hundreds of thousands of cars available at auctions across the nation, your next vehicle purchase is just a click away. ESP Specialist in Fabrication is located at 169 Little Phoebe Church Road in Folkestone, Georgia. President Mark Pickering and his employees utilize the latest technology with a skilled workforce to supply customers with the best custom fabrication possible. Serving clients at home and abroad makes ESP a premier employer in Charlton County. For all your specialty and fabrication needs, contact ESP at 912-496-2583 today. They're also on Facebook at ESP Specialist Fabrication. ESP is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet.
Okefenokee Rural Electric Membership Corporation has been providing quality electric service at a competitive price to residential, commercial, and industrial customers in southeast Georgia and northeast Florida since 1939. For tips and advice on how to save electricity and stretch your energy dollars, call 1-800-262-5131 and speak to your marketing representative. We are a cooperative, owned by those we serve.
Hi, welcome back. We are just seconds away from the start of the second half. Atlanta hasn't come back out on the field yet. There they are. They're starting to trickle out now, coming out of the locker room from underneath the press box, behind the press box, rather. Upcoming schedule, excuse me, for the North Florida Pumas. They are back home in 2 weeks against the Hippies, a rematch of that big opening game win we had out in New Orleans. We'll have them in Callahan, Florida, at West Nassau High School Saturday week. So make plans to be out there and enjoy some Pumas football Saturday week at home. The remaining schedule includes the Alabama Fire and the Hampton Road Lady Gators in regular season. We'll see how the playoffs shape up. We've got to turn some things around, take care of business here tonight, and take care of New Orleans and see how we match up with Alabama. Hopefully fight for a playoff spot and make the postseason this year. We got to get through this game first, got to get through the second half. But y'all make plans to join us in 2 weeks in Callahan for that. No game next week. I'll be at Valdosta State University watching my son play in his first spring game for the Blazers. I'm excited about that. He's a redshirt freshman. But I'm very excited to get to watch him play ball again. So that's what we'll be doing next Saturday. During the week, we're looking to be right back up here in Atlanta for our Maidens and Indians. We need sponsors. We need y'all's help big time to make that happen. So please contact me or Tammy before Monday night so we'll know if we can do it or not. All right, getting set to start the second half. Waiting on Terry to come back around here, but we're going to go anyway.
We're kicking off, right?
Pumas will get the ball to start the second half. There's the kick. Fielded at the 27 and might have gotten to the 30. Players bumped into each other. Terry, you back, man?
Yes. Wasn't able to
me now. Okay.
Okay, write it down, because I'm not ready for it.
Well, let's see how we do in this second half. Will we come out slow, or we'll go back and try to finish the game off like we finished in the second quarter? We kind of started pulling ourselves up by our bootstraps, trying to fight in this game to try to make things happen.
Pumas really settled down, especially the defense in that second quarter, and started playing the ball. We're used to seeing them play.
Right. And I want it to be a competitive game for the sake of our league and the sake of our fans and the sake of the girls, so they don't give up and they fight and they fight. They might make it a really close game if they're able to execute and continue to do what they need to do.
All right, first down, North Florida to start the second half. There's a snap, little high. Rocky gets it, steps up in the pocket.
No, that should be a penalty because the ball hit a lineman. She's declared ineligible now. That should have been a penalty, even though she had an eligible number. Should have been a.
Well, if it was tipped, that would be like a fumble.
Oh yeah, if it was tipped.
Yeah,
87. Steph McKennedy. So and they didn't throw the flag, so maybe they said the ball was tipped and she was able to catch it and advance it.
Anyway, no game.
That's the reason for no flag.
Right. So
second down.
Give the ref their props. They knew what they were doing on that. Taking a little time getting out of this huddle.
Pumas come to the line. One receiver wide to the left. Motion, flags everywhere. We had a lineman leave early.
I didn't see which lineman it was, but obviously for them to stop it immediately was a false start. Got quite a few of those tonight for either personnel issues or players moving. Putting ourselves behind the chains again. We got to get it back on track here. These crowds have been pretty good today, though. I have to give it to them.
What's that?
3 games, 3 pretty good crowds. So I'm happy for April and her organization. She's got a nice crowd here tonight. They're energetic, been into the game. They had a reason to be into the game because their team has been playing very well.
Second down.
We got timeout.
Second down. Right, yeah, second down. Let's see. Well, they moved it. I was going to say 2nd and 20, but they were up closer. Now they moved them back.
Okay. Was there a penalty on the play? I didn't see a penalty, so I think it's just adjustment of where the ball needed to be placed at. He did call a penalty? Okay. It might have been false start since they only moved him back 5 yards. Oh, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.
There's a snap.
Thank you. I'll give it
High snap.
Appreciate it.
Rocky's able to pull it down.
She threw it away.
And she throws it away.
Good, smart move. She's getting rid of the
Flag
ball.
on the play. No receiver out here.
I think it's intentional grounding.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I'd like to thank the Phoenix. They came up here and brought us some, it doesn't matter. They came up here and brought us some Gatorades, great hospital. I mean, they have done a great job with this. 3 straight games that we've done.
They picked the flag up.
Oh, they picked the flag up. I'm just talking about the atmosphere of this game. The Atlantic Phoenix has come out on fire on their home opener. Got a great crowd. Got the DJ going with this good music. Their fans are entertained because their players are playing very well. It's been a great night for her and our organization. I'm proud for her and happy for her. Happy for our league. I tell you now, man. 3 straight weeks, man. 3 straight good crowds. You know, I don't know if any other women's league can claim that. New Orleans, good crowd. In North Florida, good crowd. Here in Atlanta tonight, a good crowd. Their marketing and April and her staff are getting this word out. Is doing a wonderful job. Nice pass.
That's caught. Oh, man, in and out of her hands.
24, broken up by 30.
I tell you what, Rocky really believes in Skittles Broxy. She'll throw it up and give her a chance to go get it, and she almost came down with it. What a play, what a almost play. But what a good effort by both players and the defense being where they needed to be. Bringing up, what is it, 4th down now? Yep. Get that ball out of there, try to flip the field a little bit. I tell you what, I think the last time we got punted, we got it blocked. Mm-hmm. But other than that, she's been doing a really good job. We need a good, clean snap so that she can get this punt off cleanly.
Hartzog in the punt.
Another good high
Look at that
punt.
kick. Nice kick.
Gave her, backed up the defender. She's going to the sideline. She looks like she might have a little bit of a seam. Oh, no, good play by Paige Jones.
37.
Making her cut it back, and I think that was KD DeBose coming in on the tackle. Good play. They were able to flip the field and get the ball on the Puma side of the ball, but it was a good punt and a good return. No, I was wondering if we're going to see how long it looked like they're going to get back to it. I was trying to see
you thought somebody was down?
Yeah, I didn't know if it was anybody down. I don't know if we're going to take a break. No, but they're getting ready to get right back at it. Let's see if this defense
I was wondering why you were giving me the break signal.
Okay. Yeah. I thought there was,
1st and 10, Atlanta.
Okay, we got 12, and is that 16 behind it? She's gonna keep it.
Gonna keep it. So
what a
Nice
good
job by the
Dem-
defense.
Demela Holiday on the tackle again. She's been good for at least 1 or 2 big plays defensively a game. Got off her block, ran the quarterback down, and got a sack. I think that's going to be credit. That's going to be as credit as a sack. That's another sack for the defense. Good play, good play. I think they made some pretty good adjustments here to help the defense slow this offense down.
Second down. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Quick.
Oh,
she had out there.
She had a quick pass. She had the back
Incomplete.
had it and dropped it. She probably would have got at least 3 or 4 yards on that play, but she got on a little bit too fast, and she wasn't able to get the play, making it 3rd down and long. Defense got in her face pretty fast, though, so she forced the throw before I think the back was ready to catch the ball, and she dropped it. Because she might have had some room if she got that, too.
3rd down and 11.
Yeah, it's still 16 behind her.
3 receivers. Trips to the right for Atlanta. We're back short over there.
I think it could be a deep play.
They finally get one over there. There's a quick out wide receiver screen out there on the right side.
You got it.
Nice job over there
Nice
to get it
job.
out of bounds.
Keeping it short, but you know they're probably going to go for it because it's 4th and short, and they're in field goal range already, so they can do whatever they want to. They can kick the field goal, or they can go for it because even if they don't make it, the Pumas will be only on the 30-yard line, so they still have at least 70 yards to go to get in the end zone. Spotters telling us that the ball is marked on the Pumas' 32-yard line. Look like they're going to go for it again. You know, testing that Pumas defense again and see if they can do anything to stop them.
Going to bring up another 4th down.
This is where I wouldn't be surprised if we get the quarterback sneak, the quarterback run, because we're playing them a little bit wide. If the quarterback probably going to take it and keep it and get that first down if she can. Oh, it looked like we got a little bit farther back than I thought. I thought it was going to be like 4th and 3, but it's a little bit longer than that. Pitched it. Oh, they got her in the backfield, but
Pitch out to the left. They get her strung out.
Did she get out? Now she got
Gets around the edge.
She's getting that tremendous speed she's got. I think she's got the first down. They sealed the end, and she was able to outrun the defensive lineman to get the first down.
21-14.
I can't quite tell what number it was because I think she was to the side of me. I don't know what number the ball carrier, but she used some outstanding speed to be able to pick up that first down. And we knew it was coming. We knew it was coming.
Atlanta needs to put some dark outline around their numbers on those white jerseys. I cannot see those numbers.
Now, on the field, definitely, it's kind of hard to see it. They almost blend in.
1st and 10.
But that scoreboard ain't blending in. Oh, look like
Mix
we got
up
a
in
mix
the
up.
backfield, going
She might
deep
have
in the end
somebody.
zone.
Yeah, a good catch.
Oh, it's caught.
She's able to get it. What a great play. Had a plan to get it over. Once again, another big play. Another big play. Pinpoint accuracy on the pass. She had plenty of time on that one. Stepped into it. Hit her target right in stride for a touchdown. Statistician Nara is telling it is a 19-yard touchdown pass. I think that's her 2nd or 3rd tonight. I'm not quite sure. How many touchdown passes is that for her? I think that's her 2nd.
Yeah, that's her. That's actually the 3rd for the team.
There's a hold to kick. It's up and good. Atlanta 35. Pumas 7. We'll be right back.
So that's her 3rd touchdown.
Hey Indian fans, did you know you're eligible to join the United First Federal Credit Union? We are your hometown financial institution offering services such as online banking, mobile deposit, free checking, and much more.
All right, welcome back to Pebblebrook High School in Atlanta, Georgia. Pumas trail 35-7. There's a kick. And they got to field it. There they go. Trying to get around that edge on the far side. Nice block over there on that far side. Freed her up for a little bit. Flags on the play. First down, North Florida at the Atlanta 45-yard line. First and 10. There's a snap, handoff.
Oh, they got her.
Who carried it?
Two, and she was sacked by
92 yards. But it wasn't a pass.
Oh, wasn't a sack?
Second down.
Got up to the,
She was running. No, she lost two. But it wasn't a sack because it wasn't a pass play. That's what it has to be a pass play to be a sack.
it's at the point.
She wasn't trying to pass it.
And it's 9:15.
So now they're at 47.
Second and 12 for North Florida. Got rid of
Oh,
it.
what a,
Incomplete.
she had it and dropped it. It's been happening on both sides tonight where the backs had it in their hands. Whatever reason, can't quite bring it in. That probably would have picked up at least 5 or 6 yards because she had the flank on it. They had it set up pretty well. Just was not able to get it complete. This happened a couple of times. Looked like we might have a player down. So got a player down. Looked like maybe cramps. Not sure who is it. Oh, we've been told it's Alex Perry, number 25.
We're going to play her down. Alex, is that Alex? We're going to take a quick break while they check on her. We'll be right back.
And if you're in the market to purchase a vehicle, our auto loan rates start as low as 2.99 for those who qualify. We are conveniently located at 3773 2nd Street South in Folkestone. Federally insured by NCUA and Equal Housing Lender.
Charlton Electric, now serving Charlton and surrounding counties. With over 20 years experience in both commercial and residential services, our electricians can meet your needs. We offer installation on whole house generators, service upgrades, mobile home services, troubleshooting, ceiling fan and light fixture installations, and much more. Call us today for an estimate at 912-276-7661. Since 2009, Southeastern Automotive Group has been buying for and selling to most of the franchise dealerships in the area. What if you were able to bypass the big dealerships with the big markups? Buy direct from the supplier. Save thousands of dollars on your next vehicle purchase. Have a trade-in? No problem. With used vehicles in such high demand, Southeastern Automotive Group has dealers ready to buy your trade. If Southeastern Automotive Group doesn't have the perfect vehicle for you, using their vehicle locator program, they will have it shipped in without any hassle or haggling you hate. With over hundreds of thousands of cars available at auctions across the nation, your next vehicle purchase is just a click away.
Here we got 3rd and 12.
Welcome back. They helped Alex off a little bit. She was walking pretty much under her own power. She had a little bit of help. Hopefully she'll be all right. 3rd down and 12 for the Pumas.
Probably, it looks like a 4.
Looks like we got 3 wide receivers out in the set.
Yeah, it is.
Pass. Overthrown.
Incomplete over the middle.
Yeah.
Flag on the play coming in late.
I'm not sure what that flag was. I think she just couldn't see it.
I think it was tipped. And because it started spinning.
Personal foul.
Against North Florida.
On us. 15 yards on us.
Got a 15-yard personal foul penalty. I don't know. That looks like a little bit of more chippy and jawing that's getting frustrated now. They've been playing a pretty clean game up to this point. We need to keep going with the cleanness that we've been doing. Just that competitive juices for them.
Now, see if it's still 3rd. I think it's 4th.
Hartzog on the punt.
Yep, 4th down.
Should be in a Oh, I see what it is. It's like the 30s.
Probably need to angle that toward the sideline, though.
Excuse me.
We looked like we had some
There's a snap, the kick,
nice high punt again.
nice high kick.
Right at the 40.
Fumble!
Fumble! Who's got it? Let's see.
I think number 10.
Looked like the Phoenix will be able to get back on the ball. Once again, one of her punts results in a fumble. She's probably been the most valuable player the last 2 weeks with her punting alone, getting
Yeah.
turnovers in bad situations for the opponent.
She has done a fantastic job punting.
Fantastic job punting. Yes, she has. Come on, see if the defense can come in and get another stop. Got this.
First and 10, Atlanta, 8:32. I thought you were giving me a signal. 8:32 officially remaining in the ball game. $8:30. Yeah, I'm in the third quarter.
You said third left in the game.
Oh, I did say I had the third quarter. I'm sorry. Okay. Terry and I working on our sign language. It's been a long day, man. We've been on a bus ride.
That's all right. It's been fun. I enjoy doing this.
got-
Sometimes everybody has their glitch.
I'm going to use the excuse that I got up at 5 to drive to Jacksonville to meet y'all to come back up here. I live in Georgia for the folks at home that don't know.
And had to drive all the way back to Georgia.
Yeah.
Drove to Florida just to drive back to
I
Georgia.
did a warm-up run before we rode up here.
Pass.
Incomplete.
Yeah. And I got a little pressure on it and forced her to throw it a little bit higher. And she when she's got time though, she's killed us for 3 touchdown passes tonight. Got a little pressure on it. It's been she's not been so accurate, but that goes with any quarterback. The one thing I can say, they've done a lot better job adjusting against the run this week than they did last week.
Yeah. Now, once they settled down, they've only allowed. Well, they had the broken play down here where they allowed, but that was on the 4th down play.
Yeah. Look, we got another fumble. Looked like they were able to recover the ball. Phoenix fumbled the ball, was able to get on top of it.
Bad handoff.
I'm not sure if that was a bad handoff or she just lost hand as she was going.
I'll tell you, we've had our opportunity.
I think it was on the running back.
So did they lose any yards? What's the line of scrimmage?
I think they lost probably 1 yard on that after we looking at it.
Yeah, they lost 2. Okay. So it's 4th down now. See if they punt.
Looked like they're trying to come up with a play here on 4th down.
They want to punt here. But it looks like they're going for it.
Once again, looked like the Phoenix are going to go for it here on 4th down.
4th and 14.
4th down, they're going for it.
Got 4 receivers there.
2 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's a snap going deep over the middle. That's caught.
She is gone. What a great play. Caught him on the slant, and she is gone for like 70. Looks like that's going to call around about an 80-yard play. Great. 77 yards, our statistician play. I mean, they caught us on the perfect play call. She caught her on the slant, right in stride, right on the money, and she put on the jets and rolled right into the end zone. Once again, another huge play for the Phoenix. We got to clean those things up, and they're finding things that they can expose, and they're working on it, and they're doing it. So hey, it is what it is. You got good teams doing what good teams do.
That's got to drive you crazy.
Yeah, it does. It does.
The
but
defense is playing good, and they'll break down one.
get
That's
'em
all
in
it takes.
You get them in
One
the
play.
fourth down, and then they find something that they saw and exploit it and get a huge play. Don't get just another play. They get a huge play out of it.
The Phoenix have turned 2 4th down plays into touchdowns.
And they did it last week also. They
Yeah.
did it like twice last week. For us, we need the bye week couldn't come at a better time for the adjustments that we need to make going into the rest of the season. It's definitely what we need. We need that bye week because we've been exposed on some things that we definitely need to work on, and we'll get 2 weeks to kind of do that and clean that up because everybody else is going to see what they've done, and believe me, they're going to try it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We're going to have to fix it.
The quick slants are hurting us tonight.
Now, maybe now not everybody's got those athletes that Atlanta has.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And so you got to be able to make the adjustments. You can say whatever you want to say about the roster, how young they are, but you still, when the plays to be made, you got to make the plays. You get them in fourth down, you got to be able to stop them.
Yeah. And there's the kick. Fumble picked up at the 34. And that's where it'll be first down, North Florida.
Once again, they did a great job getting downfield on a kick and keeping the gain short. We have to probably do a better job of teaching our players to go north and south instead of going east and west on those kickoff returns. We just got to get what you can upfield. Sometimes you'll make a miss by going north and south instead of going east and west.
Atlanta's too fast to try to sit back there and wait on your block. You got to go.
Yep, you got to get what you can get.
Yeah. First and 10, North Florida at the 35. One receiver to the left, one to the right, shotgun. There's a snap. Reverse. Kinsler
She was
got
able,
a couple out of it.
yeah, they read it pretty well. There was a good play design, but the speed of their defense was able to get on Kinsler before she can get anything big out of her. Her tenacity was able to help her get a couple of yards out on that play. You can clearly see the speed difference on these two rosters. That they have a buttload of athletes on Atlanta. It's an embarrassment of riches, as you would say, as far as speed concerned. They got a lot of it, and they got a lot of veteran players that are really doing their thing out there.
Two receivers to the right, one to the left. There's a snap. Rocky dropping back, throwing over the middle, almost picked off.
That could have been called interference because she kind of cut her off on that, but she made a good play on the ball, and the ref did a good decision by making it a no call. Because the defensive back had just as much right to that ball as she did. The defensive back probably could have tried to make a play on the ball, but they did the safe thing, they're just letting it knock it down to make sure that it's an incomplete pass. One thing I know we're going to have to do in the bye, we're going to have to do a better job of identifying who's going to be that other receiver outside of Skittles Broxley that we can go to. I know we got Teach at the tight end spot, but we got to find another receiver to keep because they're doubling her the rest of the game. They've been doubling her pretty much all game, and you can't just always force it to her. You're going to have to find somebody else who you believe in a little bit there.
Third down. Motion out there on the far side.
Yeah, we got false start on Skittles. She was out there. She finally got some one-on-one coverage, and she got a little antsy.
Getting anxious.
She said, "Oh, I got this. I got me one," and she false started.
Third down and
Long.
14.
Yeah, about 14 yards.
High snap.
Pick it up.
I think what she should have.
Atlanta comes up with
Yeah,
it.
they got the ball on the turnover. The quarterback should have probably just fell on the ball. She was trying to pick it up to make a play on it and got pushed down, and they were able to get away from the ball and were able to recover it. Now we got the defense back in another terrible position. Like I said, we've been doing a lot of self-inflicted wounds these two games. We definitely need the bye week to get ourselves back together and quit doing things to beat ourselves more than anything else. We're playing a good team that doesn't need any help beating us. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And we can't help them. It makes us look worse than what we are.
Well, the remaining schedule, we've got New Orleans once, Alabama twice, Hampton Roads once. So we got something to build on. Hopefully make a push.
I mean,
Get back on the winning
the
side of
goal
things.
right now is to go 5-2. That's the immediate goal, to go 5-2. That means you win the rest of your games. You know, as of right now, Atlanta's in the playoffs. If they win the rest of their games, they'll be in the playoffs playing against whoever's on the other side of probably most likely it'll be the Texas Spartans. And you got to be able to. We can salvage this season with a winning record. You know what I mean? It's been a while since we've had a losing record, so now you'll end up being the way this kicker is going. You'll end up being 1-2. Get a break, come back. You get the hippies. You get if you can get a victory there, you get a victory. Make even your record back out to 2-2.
Yeah.
And you got 3 games against teams that you seem like you should be more competitive with. In the
Fire in the Gators. In the Gator game, it's an interleague game, so it won't affect our playoff position or anything.
No, but it's that's for your record.
Just New Orleans and the Fire.
Alabama, yes.
Alabama.
But if we don't perform any better than this,
Yeah.
it'll get the same record. Everybody we play got good players. We just got to execute. And the first thing we can't do is beat ourselves. We're doing some stuff that we're actually beating ourselves.
And Hampton Roads no slouch. They're the D3 champions last year from the USWFL.
Yes.
So that's no easy cakewalk.
Alabama is not a slouch
That's
either.
not- yeah.
Alabama's not a slouch either. I think I'm not sure if they're winning tonight, but they won against New Orleans, a team that we beat. So, you know, we don't know how good we are compared to those guys now because of what we haven't shown anything where we've made significant improvement against Atlanta. I'm not sure what we're calling.
What are we discussing down here now, Terry? I know there's a timeout.
I have no idea. Maybe they're discussing whether they run the clock with the mercy rule or what. I'm not sure what they're discussing, but it looks like they're pointing. If I'm trying to get right, I'm not sure if they're pointing at the clock or if they're what they're doing.
I know there's some words going on there between staffs.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what it is, but well, we got a long discussion here. You want to take a break?
What's that?
Take a break.
You want to take a break while
Yeah.
they're figuring out what's going
'cause
on?
we don't know what's going on. It's
I wish
not
we had them mic'd up so we could tell what's going on. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Hopefully we'll have an explanation after this.
ESP Specialist in Fabrication is located at 169 Little Phoebe Church Road in Folkestone, Georgia. President Mark Pickering and his employees utilize the latest technology with a skilled workforce to supply customers with the best custom fabrication possible. Serving clients at home and abroad makes ESP a premier employer in Charlton County. For all your specialty and fabrication needs, contact ESP at 912-496-2583 today. They're also on Facebook at ESP Specialist Fabrication. ESP is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet.
Okefenokee Rural Electric Membership Corporation has been providing quality electric service at a competitive price to residential, commercial, and industrial customers in southeast Georgia and northeast Florida since 1939. For tips and advice on how to save electricity and stretch your energy dollars, Call 1-800-262-5131 and speak to your marketing representative. We are a cooperative owned by those we serve.
All right, welcome back to Atlanta. Officiating crew and the coaching staffs sorting out whatever the issue was down there.
I'm not quite sure what the issue is. Hopefully it's not a player, mouthing off at each other issue, but it might be something else. I'm not sure if it's the numbers again. I don't know, but we're back at play.
1st and 10 Atlanta at the 14-yard line of the Pumas after the turnover. Under pressure, gets out of it.
Oh, big hit, great sack.
94.
Okay, 8 tackle on 94 for a sack.
Second down.
She used her legs trying to get around and buy some time to get one of the receivers open, and it closed on her pretty fast. There's a difference in between the two quarterbacks. You can tell who's the veteran quarterback on the Phoenix. She's got a little bit more pocket savvy. She's not as athletic as number 8, but she's very much more pocket savvy, and she would probably gotten rid of that ball.
Second down and 15
Yeah, 2nd and 15.
for the Phoenix.
Eight's still in there.
Low snap.
Okay.
Boom. Sacked. Flag on the play. I'm not sure why would there be a flag on the play unless there was a whistle blown.
Unless the whistle was blown early, I'm not sure what.
I mean, they blew the whistle and that Phoenix player came flying in there.
No, our player came flying in.
So was it considered a late hit? I'm not sure if that was a late hit by the Pumas.
Russ?
Yes.
So it's on Latoya?
Yeah.
Roya, I mean?
She may have already been in motion until it stopped.
Waiting to get the call from the officials right now. I'm not sure exactly what they're calling. Maybe it's a personal foul. So, got a
Personal foul.
False start.
I guess they're going to mark it off. Or
So they're going to mark it off on the Pumas.
I'm not sure. That should be offsetting penalties. If it's a false start, if it's a penalty, now that's not. Now I'm confused because 2 off penalties should be offset no matter what it is. But
What down is it?
1st and 10 after all that. Going over the middle. That's caught. Touchdown.
great pass, another great inside route. They found something on these girls, and they scored again.
And it was first down to 12, right? And did you say 12 was back in there two times? Oh, that was 8. And who she hit for the touchdown? Who caught the touchdown pass?
I can't tell the number. I could.
Definitely one 12. Then they could have put their quarterback there.
No.
Probably 6 then.
Tell you what, their passing game tonight has been on fire. Last week it was their run game. Tonight they put on the display with their passing game. And
There's a kick. It's up and good. Pumas 7. Atlanta 49. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Stacking numbers.
Hey Indian fans, did you know you're eligible to join the United First Federal Credit Union? We are your hometown financial institution offering services such as online banking, mobile deposit, free checking, and much more.
There's a kick. Fielded at the 30. Up the middle, brought down to the 40.
Another decent return. Too bad tonight. That's all our rushing yards are coming off of the main yards of return yards tonight. But got the bye week coming up. Regroup, reset, reevaluate it, just about everything, and finish out this season strong.
We're under a running clock now.
Now it looks like that's just the end of the third quarter.
Coming to the end of the first quarter. 49 seconds.
First and 10.
Is that number 8?
No,
That's number 2.
no.
Brian in at quarterback. There's a snap, dropping back. Under pressure.
She's sacked. You got her.
Sack.
Yeah, it is 8, and she's
Yep.
by
She needs this practice.
87.
She might be the quarterback going forward as we go forward, because we need somebody that's going to be able to take a little bit more of those hits if we can't get our blocking a little bit better. This is her first year playing quarterback, and you can tell them with that, when the speed of the game it's different than practice, and everybody's just trying to get what they can right now and try to do the best they can. And there's still some fight in them, and that's all we care about right now. We want to keep the fight in. They're giving up big plays on the defense, but
I hope it means running clock, is all I can say. That's what I hope it means.
Oh, they put it to 10.
yep, look like it now it's going to be
That means we're going to have a 10-minute quarter.
we're going to have a 10-minute quarter, so the clock is going to be running right now.
Running clock. Okay, 10-minute quarter. Now it's at the 30-yard line, right? And 35.
First and 15
First and 15.
for North Florida.
Is there a 5-yard penalty?
There's a snap. Bryant will keep it. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Did you find it? Huh?
49 ran it.
8,
Quarterback.
Here.
49 tackle her. She got up to the 34 yard line.
44 tackles. So there's a loss of 1. So it's second down and 14.
Let's just put it right there. Let it charge.
I didn't see anything.
Won't fit.
I got one.
Pass. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
And now it's 4th down. Is the clock running right now?
That one's mine.
Yeah, the clock's running right now.
It is a running clock, okay. So it's 4th down and 16. And I think we're in punt formation. This game is almost over.
All right, 4th down and 16. Hartzog to kick.
Another good high punt. Can't find the ball. Looks like it's going to be ankle. Oh, it went out of the
That's
sideline.
out of the 42-yard line.
At about the 43, looks like. He's going to mark it at the 44. Out of bounds at the 44. Then you got it right.
Once again, another good punt by Lisa Herzog. She's done an outstanding job the entire season. Unfortunately for us, she's doing too much of it. She's too much of a good
Yeah,
job.
too much of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's generally not a good thing when you're bragging on your punter.
Yes.
Although we're proud of her, but
Yeah.
she's
Yeah,
doing the
too
job
much.
she's asked to do.
Yeah. Too much work, though. Way too much work.
Ready to roll. So the 23-yard punt, no return, just went out there.
So it looked like right now we got quite a few of the defensive backups in and everything. It might as well give everybody a chance to get some experience out there, and they're going at it to try to get their experience. We got a lot of young players that need that experience. So those backups who are in the game now to try to get out there.
Atlanta. There's a handoff. Got in the backfield.
Caught in the backfield. Good play.
Good job by the defense.
They got their backups in the game right now. That's a good sign. Both teams are getting all their players who don't play as much some experience.
I think Atlanta's starting to bring in some new players. They're shuffling some ladies around.
Getting some work in there.
2nd down and 14.
I have to tell you what, the atmosphere been good tonight here.
Sir?
You know, Atlanta's they come out and showed out for their home crowd here tonight.
Yeah. They had a good crowd here tonight. It's about 50%. 50% full
yeah,
over
they
on the
still,
side.
they, they've got their field, and but most of them stayed. Good DJ, you got everything going on, good
Pass
entertainment.
to the left. Incomplete.
And the clock's still running.
Terry, happy Easter to you and your wife.
Thank you. Same to you. Same
Happy
to you.
Easter.
Get so caught up in this, you forget about the holiday season, about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who died and was rose from the dead on what we consider tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So maybe some people don't believe, but I am a believer, and
Well,
I'll proudly confess Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior.
My crew's doing the Easter thing tomorrow afternoon. Happy Easter, you two, by the way. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to all our fans and all our viewers out there watching this broadcast. Happy Easter to all the teams in the WNFC. Just want everybody to have a safe and happy holiday weekend. Spend the time with your family. I know that's why we're going straight home. I want to give my grannies and all my rest of my family and give them hugs and celebrate this holiday.
Down
To
there's
me, the most
pitch.
precious holiday that God gave us.
Hole
In
on
fact, we
this
got
right
another
side.
speed. She's gone.
Still on her feet.
I tell you what, whoever she is, she's got speed too. Shoot.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Huh?
No flags.
Another 61-yard. Once again, another big play with all that big speed that they have.
Give me the time on the clock, Jim. Probably still running.
Clock's still running.
Okay, so I'm going to call 5:35.
The one thing that you can clearly see that Atlanta probably is going to have over every team in the league is they got speed everywhere.
What's that?
Atlanta has speed everywhere
Yeah.
on their team. That's one advantage that they're going to have. We got some pretty fast girls, but they have a legion of fast girls on their team. I don't
They
know.
have a lot of speed.
That's the backup, and she went 60 like it was nothing, like she was on a Sunday bike ride. You have to give the credit of where it's due, and the talent is just overflowing with them.
Now, Atlanta has a huge game coming up for them. They have the Elite on their schedule.
Yeah, but you
So
know
that's
what?
gonna be a big game for them.
I don't know. I haven't seen the Elite play but that one game. I don't know if anybody has this kind of speed everywhere. There's teams like we have speed at
They're
certain
everywhere,
places.
yeah.
They got speed everywhere. You know what I mean? What we've been able to do against most teams getting outside, we can't do against these teams.
And obviously all
That's a
three
credit,
of their
That's a credit to them. They're coached well. They play well. They play fast.
Yeah.
They don't play down to and they use their speed to their
and
advantage.
all
then-
three of their quarterbacks can sling it.
Yeah, sling it. Number 8 can run it.
Yeah.
Number 12, she's savvy. You got to give them what they're doing. They put 50 on the Pumas, who hasn't never been known for their defense. Gives everybody with a bye week to evaluate everything.
23.
Flags on the play, another face mask.
I didn't quite see it. I'm pretty
ladies
sure.
like to
I think that's
tackle high, don't they?
Yeah, on both teams.
Both teams tackling
But
high
I think
for
a
some
lot of
reason.
it too. Now, I'm not going to blame the rule, but I know we're talking that you can't block below the waist. But I think a lot of them are taking that you can't have any contact below the waist. So they don't think that you can go low to tackle, or you can go low to tackle. You just can't. You're not trying to injure anybody.
Should go to midfield. Should go to the 50-yard line.
Was there? Okay, that was a 15-yard penalty. I think they're going to bring it out to the midfield mark.
Running clock officially 2:45.
Yeah, and
remaining in the ball game. Mine's still catching up with it.
And I don't think that there was.
I didn't realize it was a running clock. I stopped the clock during some timeouts, and the clock on the scoreboard here was still running. I didn't realize it till a little while ago.
Right.
But officially inside of 2.5 minutes left. Bryant dropping back over the middle.
Popped up. Almost
incomplete.
They went for Teach Haynes. She got a lot of inexperience. That probably should have been held up. She probably shouldn't have thrown that ball. Yeah. But they're trying to make plays. They're out there competing. That was not a good decision. That's some of the things we'll do when we get back, and we'll give these girls a couple of days. But the coaching staff, we got to get our heads together and figure out, make sure we teach some of these a little bit more details, because some of the decision making has cost us some really big plays here.
Terry, 2 weeks. I know, because we're about to close out of this webcast. So 2 weeks from now, Hippies at home. Mm-hmm. We need that home crowd there, pack the place.
Oh yes.
Get behind these girls and revitalize them, regenerate them.
Mm-hmm. And I think our crowd will be. I believe in our crowd. Our whole local area, all the Nassau County, all South Georgia, and all the Jacksonville area. So come on out, help these girls up. They're coming back. They'll have a week off. They're going to lick their wounds. They're going to prepare, and they're going to come out ready to play again. We ran into a buzzsaw 2 weeks in a row. It is what it is. You regroup. Sometimes teams show you that you're not quite there yet when you think you are, And when they do that, you don't ignore it. You listen. Hey, we need to get better here, 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 and here, and you address it. If you can't address it, you work on getting better players that can fix it when you go back into the next season. And I know we're all committed to doing that because we want the best for these girls, and they want the best for themselves.
Halftime, I had to work some bugs out.
We'll regroup. You've got a good staff. Yeah. It's a good team. The ladies, they're all bonded together as one big family. Mm-hmm. They'll rebound.
Four has it.
Kinsler off that left side got a couple out of it.
Good hard run, good slash. I love the way she slashes through the hole. You get everything. She got a couple of yards. We're going to doing the right thing, getting everybody out of here healthy. I see they're taking the air out of the ball, run it. Let's get dressed, get a shower, go home, give them congratulations for another victory. Wish them good luck, because they'll probably be the one that represents us in the playoffs. Let them go. Hopefully they'll have the rest of the season. The way they look right now, from the 3 games that I've seen, the one against Alabama and the one right here, it's going to be hard for anybody to beat these girls. They're legit. It is what it is. They're legit, and
get everything back on track a couple of weeks and get back to playing Puma football.
Yes.
Brian in the shotgun.
Bad snap. 8 has it.
Rolling to her right. She gets rid of it.
She got it. Almost got it out there to Skittles Broxy. That was a good play call. She kept the play alive and got it out there. They just weren't able to connect.
Bryant on that play showed a lot of composure.
Right.
Under pressure. Got out of the pocket, went to the right, set her feet, and made the throw.
And that's what this time is for. She needs those reps. She needs those plays so that she can do things like that. And now she'll learn from that. Next thing she'll know, okay, let me see if I can get there, get that and set it up and make it where I can get it to her on time. But that's good. Good. Look like they're going to be.
That's gonna wind up. The official game clock is inside of 20 seconds now. Ours is a little bit behind that. Yeah. But it's about to be the ball game, Terry. Not the way we wanted it to go, but we still made another great night.
Yeah, another great night. I mean, for our league, WNFC, great night for the Phoenix. They put it to us one more time. Let us know they're the better team. When somebody beats you more than one, and they put some 50s on you, you chalk it up and say, hey, they're the better team. It is what it is, Yeah. I remember back in the day, Fred Taylor used to be really, really talking about, we still better than Tennessee. And then somebody came out of the song said, Freddie T, the Jags are not better than Tennessee. And
well, we'll be back.
We haven't said,
yeah, we'll see. Whoa, hello. What the world?
That looked like the.
It went on your board.
Wow,
Pull that cord in.
That's the slam shut. The window just slammed on us right there. So look like we're going to go ahead and try to.
Who told the window the game was over, man? That thing fell down by
I guess
itself.
The game said, the window said, "I've seen enough, and I'm coming down."
I guess the poltergeist in here is ready to go to the house. All right.
Y'all ain't got to go home, but you got to leave here.
When the press box is telling you it's time to go, it's time to go.
Yes. I tell you what, though. Once again, tell everybody out there in Puma Land, out WNFC, Happy Easter.
Yeah.
Enjoy the holiday. Enjoy your family. You enjoy
Happy
yourself.
Easter, buddy. Happy Easter.
Let's get the girls ready, cleaned up. Let's get them in the bus, get home, and enjoy the weekend. Regroup, get us a bye weekend.
All right. We want to thank you for watching this presentation of North Florida Pumas football on the Charlton Sports Network. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. I want to wish all of you and your families a happy Easter. Enjoy your day tomorrow with family and friends, however y'all celebrate Easter. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend, everybody.